1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, anyways, that's a count up. But welcome everybody to the F Team Podcast, episode 17. My Multiverse Valentine. Love is in the air. Our love of pop culture, plastic crack, and across the multiverse. Join us as we inform you of nerd stuff, and we also have a special guest. And now we go around and ask my host, what the fuck did you get this month? Starting with a good friend, the jerky man himself, Chris Welty. What'd you get, buddy? And how you doing?
This is Bill Cosby filling in for the jerky man. You see, I'm back to raise some hell. Just kidding. No, I'm doing pretty good, man. Got a bunch of stuff done today. I got a raise at work again. Not a whole lot. I finally got my Cobra Terradrome in the mail the other day for my collection. So I'm pretty excited about that. Very overwhelming in terms of how big it actually is. So, yeah, I was overwhelmed by that, but it'll work out just fine. I'll make room for it. And what was it, 2 weeks ago? Or no, last week, I got in the mail the new Hasbro G.I. Joe Real American Hero brand new O-ring action figures of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. It was definitely worth the pre-order. I haven't even taken them out of the things yet because they look so cool packaged. The card part is a bit flimsy, a lot more flimsy than the original carded figures, but eventually I'm going to take these out and put them in my collection. Because I know there's Cobra Commander and Duke that are new O-ring figures. I'm going to pre-order those along with a couple other new O-ring G.I. Joe figures I'm also going to pre-order. Because I thought, well, I'll pre-order these, but anything else I want, I'm just going to save to look for and get in person for an actual toy hunt.
Yeah.
So,
right.
But, no, that's what I got. I'm doing all right. And that's pretty much it for what I got this past week and month since the last podcast. But what did you guys get?
Well, shit. I got a lot. Let's see. We're gonna start with. I got the Deformation Skywarp. Great looking figure. I love the colors. I love the black, the grays, the purples. It's just something about it. Just makes a presence. And honestly, all the Deformation Seekers look great. I completed the Insecticons. The only one I was missing is Kickback. And I recently got MP Ironhide, the Generation 1 version, which, because I know I gave Chris, I remember I gave Chris my old one. And because I wanted something new, wanted something different to split up the difference between transformation between Ratchet and Ironhide and just the look in general. And boy, was I wrong. So, revisiting an old friend, I got the Generation 1 Masterpiece Ironhide. And I got a fucking new mattress today. And it's a little thicker than I anticipated. But honestly, I cannot wait to sleep on it tonight because it looks comfortable as fuck. I also got a couple other knickknacks. I got a base figure for a custom that I'm going to talk about in Custom Spotlight. And a couple other figures that were relatively cheap, which is one of the new segments that I will talk about. And overall, I'm doing all right. Just been busy. Just busy, trying to get a lot of things done as soon as possible. I mean, I was able to take a personal day from work yesterday. And this weekend has just been relaxing, even though some last minute bullshit came up before the show, which I will talk about later in our Asshole of the Month segment. But overall, continuing with the guests, Lieutenant Dan, how you been, buddy? And did you get anything new?
I did not get anything new. I'm doing all right.
Good
Endless
here.
work.
Yeah, I hear you there.
But
He's German.
collection-wise, nothing.
Gotcha. Moving right around. Well, one of our guests, he is MIA right now. Stuff going on. But we shall move on to our guest. He has been on the show before, and we are welcoming back Jack in the Box James, aka JJ. How you been, buddy? And what did you get this month?
I've been great. What I get was a fucking stress attack, but that's fine.
Sorry about that, bud.
Literally, I was so excited for this podcast. Like, I was sitting there, like, when you told me when I was coming on again, I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, I can't wait.
Nice.
No, just working on days that I was supposed to have off. School, going to college, that's actually going really well.
Good to hear.
And enjoying it. And I started creating a new series this month, so.
Okay. That's awesome.
I mean, other than that, everything's chill. Haven't collected anything for my collection, I guess, if you call it a collection.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's probably about it for what I've done this month.
Nice. Awesome. Well, awesome. I'm glad everyone has had a good month. I mean, our other hosties have some difficulties with personal things. Hopefully, he jumps on, and if not, it is what it is. It's all up to him. If he does, great. If not, well, we're going to moving right along, and we're going to start with our news segment. Ivan Reitman passed away Monday at the age of 75 years old, and this is a sad day in Ghostbusters history because, as we know, him and his son worked on Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I remember watching an interview with Adam Savage that he even asked his dad when he was shooting the original Ghostbusters of how many things were practical, how to do this type of stuff, and you can definitely tell that his son inherited a hell of a gift from his dad when they did Afterlife, because Afterlife was just an amazing film, and on top of that, I know a lot of guys are not very religious, and I mean I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. But I really hope that him and Harold Ramis are up there right now, looking down on Bill, Dan, Ernie, and making sure they're there, and also looking down on Ivan's son. But Chris, you wanna say any words about it?
Yeah, I found out about this during the week. I got to my car, I started it up, let it warm up a little bit, and I pulled my phone out and I was just flipping through Twitter a little bit, and I seen people mention about Ivan Reitman, and I put his name into Google, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just trending for whatever reason. And no, sure enough, on Google there were headlines saying that he passed away. And then on my first break at work, I looked up what was going on, and they said he passed away over the weekend in his sleep.
Okay, all right.
So apparently he passed away in his sleep on Saturday. They haven't said what it was, and he probably had like a stroke or a heart attack in his sleep.
I thought he passed away Monday. My bad. I guess I was a little off on that.
Well, they announced it like Sunday, early Monday morning around then, but he had passed away Saturday in his sleep.
Okay.
To add on to that, like I remember when John, I know because of John when he sent me some of the stuff, I was reading that and I'm like, no, wait, what? And I recently, the last time y'all were talking about Ghostbuster Afterlife, I literally watched it within that week. And I love that was the classic and stuff, but yeah, I'm that made me sad when I found that out.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I found out, I was like, wow. I was at work. I was just kind of like, I was flipping through my phone too. I'm like, are you what? Really? Wow! I was just blown away that that he passed on because he did a great job in the first Ghostbusters, and then both him and his son. I think that he also played as one of the body doubles for Egon. I think because there was some of the stuff I was able to kind of look up when they were shooting Afterlife for those scenes in particular. Yeah.
Well, I think it's a blessing in disguise that he was still around to see it once it came out to theaters with his son.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really good, that he was still around to see it with his son. Because his son, Jason, directed Afterlife, but
Yep.
Ivan was one of the producers and etc.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, it's pretty much passing the torch to the fans and especially his son right now. And
it was a wow moment right there. I mean, I think it was a couple months ago we were talking about Betty White, and now Ivan. It's just wow. It's insane.
Yeah, and I swear it seems like when one celebrity passes away, it always seems like 2 or 3 more come along right after that.
I don't want to think about that. One of my friends pointed out that I'm gonna be old enough to watch like YouTubers die and stuff, and like people that I grew up with and stuff. And that is the worst thing because I like a lot of classic things as well, like Ghostbusters. I remember when I watched it one weekend, but oh boy,
sad day. I mean, sad day in Ghostbusters history. Moving right along. As I was scoring, looking around the site of TFW 2005, Nickelodeon announces a new Transformers series called Transformers Earthspark. I'm like thinking to myself, what the fuck is this? And it's funny, Netflix did a better job with their Jurassic World series, Camp Cretaceous, and this is what Nickelodeon is delivering us for a new Transformer series.
Well, Jurassic World Camp, I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I can tell you this right now, that show is fucking garbage. My god, those kids are fucking stupid.
I haven't even watched it, and I can't agree with that because they're supposed to be making what I understand when it comes to like some of these things is they like kind of do it in like weird waves, and now we're getting the bad waves of everything. Everything's getting a remake, and it's not particularly in a great way. Like even Jimmy Neutron's gonna come back.
Well, and you also have to understand too, like these shows are targeted for kids, though.
True, but it's just.
But no, I get it.
What is this? I mean,
and I'm sure there's people right now that are saying, "Oh, this looks horrible." Yeah, but I'm sure there's people right now saying, "Oh, this looks ugly," but they'll watch it anyways, just out of curiosity. Mm-hmm. And some will still not like it, and some might start to grow fond of it. Because if you remember, the same thing happened with Transformers Prime, and especially Transformers Animated.
True, this is true, yeah.
And then people fell in love with those shows. But I can tell with it being on Nickelodeon that this is very specifically made just for kids. It's no different than the Transformers Rescue Bots, because that's made for like little kids.
And I watched Rescue Bots with my nephew, and honestly, it's actually not that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, but they also make them in a way where kids can watch them with their parents too, just because.
True. This is very true. But moving right along with the Transformers news, Rise of the Beasts, will have a 2023 release and is the first of a new trilogy. I don't know what they're trying to do with these movies. I mean, I'm still going to see it regardless, but at the same time, I mean, why can't they just continue from the Bumblebee story? And instead of it starting that should have been the start of a new trilogy or new movies coming out from the Bumblebee movie, because it was a great movie. I mean, we all can agree it was good, and it was practically a love letter to the fans of G1 and maybe some of the fans of the Bayformers and stuff like that, because the Bumblebee still looked like the Bumblebee from the Michael Bay films in a way. But I just don't understand why what are they trying to do there? It's just, to me, it's confusing.
Well, I think Rise of the Beasts. I want to say, like, is it supposed to be a new trilogy of Transformer movies?
Yeah,
and are they going? And
It's-
is it a sequel to Transformers Bumblebee?
apparently, from what I saw on TFW 2005, it's a first movie of a new trilogy. Yeah, Rise of the Beast announced as the first movie of a new trilogy. Transformers: Rise of the Beast will release theoretically in theaters in 2023, and it's the first of 3 new installments.
Okay, so Transformers Bumblebee was like a prequel to this of some kind.
It didn't. It doesn't even say. It doesn't say in there at all. I mean,
Oh, so they're probably gonna do the DC route where
yeah,
nothing is like fucking concise at this point with the previous film, because like, I mean, they could have done Transformers Bumblebee, then Transformers Optimus Prime, and
that was the original plan.
now they're doing these Beast Swarm. Well, they could have just. Oh, Jesus Christ! They're gonna go the route. They're probably gonna go the route of DC, where it's just, oh, let's just make up random bullshit. None of it's in any concise, consistent timeline. Everything is just fucking unorganized and just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it was supposed to be Transformers Bumblebee, and then an Optimus Prime movie, and then something else after that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. I think it was Optimus Prime. Then there's going to be just a regular Transformers movie. But
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to pull, and I really hope that they can get their head out of their ass. And I mean, because this movie still is in its infancy. I mean, we already see what almost all the vehicle modes are going to be like.
Unless Transformers Bumblebee is some sort of prequel to Rise of the Beasts, but I think
It's possible. It's possible. There's still possibility in it. It just seems a little redundant to me that they're making a new trilogy when they should have just continued from the Bumblebee movie. To be honest,
Yeah.
that's opinion, you know.
yeah, because it should be Transformers Bumblebee, then Optimus Prime spotlight type of movie, and then the third one is like live action Transformers movie that takes place in the 80s. That's very
What's up,
G1
motherfuckers?
and etc. And then Rise of the Beast should just be more like a spin-off
Right.
in between those movies. You
Yeah,
know, because they've been talking about, I mean, we've talked about this a number of times before.
we have.
They should just do that, but they've been talking about a Beast Wars spin-off type of movie for years, since the Michael Bay era. But
This is true.
unless they have it in this new film where the plot and the dialogue works in a way where it shows or implies that, yeah, Transformers Bumblebee is a prequel, and that maybe after Rise of the Beast, then maybe they'll do like the Optimus Prime movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Transformers Bumblebee, Rise of the Beast. You know, like maybe this one's going to be a movie that'll take place in between Bumblebee and Optimus or some other movie.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
but-
kind of like what Lucasfilm did with the new trilogy, and then they did Rogue One and Solo in between.
Yeah. This is true. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they could be doing something like that,
Mhm.
or not. I don't know, but you know, it's still one of those things where you have to wait, watch the movie, and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
But if it's something where it's its own original storyline, you know, it'll probably work in that aspect. But if
Mhm.
you try to connect it as a sequel to Transformers Bumblebee, that might not work. It may or may not work. We'd have to watch the movie and find out, and then have a definitive answer afterwards for sure when the time comes.
Right.
Okay, so I'm lost here because I literally just got here. What are we talking about?
Everyone has their notes open, and we're talking. We're in the news segment. We just got intros done. We'll do you really quick just to see how you've been doing. But we're on Transformers news segment on the notes, and then after that so you didn't miss much, dude. You didn't miss much. It's just we did our intros, went through the Ivan Reitman news when he passed away on you said Saturday, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked about that. Then we talked about the Nickelodeon new Transformer series that comes out who knows when, and we just got done talking about Rise of the Furries. I mean the Beasts, and there's a small little, and then also regarding with the Transformer stuff. Apparently, an animated CGI movie will come out in 2024. So who knows
Oh,
what
for
that?
Transformers?
Yeah, Transformers, and then we're on to the next news segment, which is pretty short.
Okay. FYI, I did not get the notes.
I sent them to you, dude.
Hold on, let me double check real quick because
Yeah,
if I would have
I
gotten the
have
notes,
both
I
of
would have
them.
gotten them on my Yahoo, and I didn't.
dpickup1@yahoo.com. I sent them to you, dude.
Yeah, I didn't get them. Hold on,
You-
let me make sure I didn't get them in my spam because sometimes my email loves to be a real royal shithead and put the shit I need in my spam.
All right. Well, while you're looking, how you been, dude? And what did you get anything new this month?
Well, before I answer that, what day did you send it?
February 16th at 10:45,
Okay.
3 days ago, which is a revised version of the notes of some stuff that I added.
Okay. Yep. I found it.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, to answer your question now officially, I'm good. Just ready to get back to work and everything, and there's been a lot of communication issues and everything like that. Which, I mean, it kind of is what it is. But I mean, if things don't get better, then I may have to rethink my work and everything like that, which I don't want to do. But it's not fair for this lack of communication and everything like that. But other than that, I'm good. And not only that, but I did get a few things actually. I got those Tamagotchi electronic pet toys or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the R2D2 one, and
Nice.
yeah, and it's really cool. But I think my R2 got snatched up by the Jawas because I don't know if it was because I left him for a day or what, but there's a sand crawler on my screen and I can't seem to get it off. So I think I fucked myself up on that. But anyway, so I got that, and I got a couple Marvel Legends items, but one of which I'll tell like a short, brief, funny story about that. But before we get to that, I got the 2-pack of Rogue and Pyro because I wanted a Rogue for my shelf. I liked that design, so I was like, okay, yeah. And then I also got ideas for not only her but Pyro, so it worked out.
Okay.
But that day I got that 2-pack and the Tamagotchi R2 was I at the end of that week I went up to GameStop. I believe it was Friday, if not Saturday, because earlier that week I saw Marvel Legends No Way Home James Jonah Jameson, and unfortunately I couldn't get it then because I was broke. So I get paid, and I'm like, oh, and then I realized, oh shoot, I just got paid. I should go get that figure before someone snags it. Until like someone already snagged that bitch. So the manager there was really cool and ordered one from I believe their warehouse.
Mhm.
And what's funny is I got it in the mail, but it wasn't the figure. It was a fucking PS3 Sonic the Hedgehog game. How fucked up was that? Like, come on, man. But and what's funny is, I go to the address it came from because I thought, okay, maybe it's a GameStop, but no, it's a it's a GameStop warehouse. I thought it was an actual store, but no, it was a warehouse. So then I was like, I mean, I was still pissed, but I was less pissed, if that makes sense. Because I thought, well, probably someone got it mixed up, and then I thought, well, probably someone must have either A, not known what the fuck they were supposed to do, or B, they were like half asleep and didn't pay attention.
Right.
But so I go back to my GameStop, and they sorted it out, and now I'll hopefully get a proper James Jonah Jameson and not another fucking video game on Wednesday.
Gotcha.
So,
Sounds like fun.
yeah. Oh, and I also got the new Marvel Legends Hammerhead, so I can have a suit body for my Starpool figure.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, and I mean the neck is a bit short. I'd have to fix that, but it won't be anything major. But yeah, that's pretty much me.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you made it, and welcome back. We're going to be moving right along here. So the next news segment here, I find this funny. The Eternal figures for Marvel Legends
Man, who gives a shit?
have been discounted from their usual price to $12 a pop.
Ah. Dollar General, dollar bin shit right there, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
right.
the Eternals. Fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
God. So,
I mean, because I gotta tell you guys, like, I literally watched that movie so I could fall asleep.
What's worse is I totally forgot Turtles existed. I was like, and then he sends me this script. I'm like, oh yeah, that movie. I sat there in the theater and watched it
so did I.
instead of watching Dune. Oh, what a mistake.
These Eternals are so stupid. And
I-
isn't Angelina Jolie in that?
Yeah, she is. She plays Athena.
She's starting to look horrible. She looks like she got fucking silly putty on her face.
Oh my god. That's fucked up, Chris.
Oh god.
It's like, no, bitch, just stop putting that shit on you. God damn.
But I can mold my face whenever I want.
Brad
Oh
dumped
my
your
God.
ass. Get over it.
Damn.
It's funny. It's funny that we're talking about Eternals because I was watching it the other day and all I used it as was background noise to do some animation.
Yeah, John was telling me that he was gonna turn on Eternals for background noise.
And it's funny. I actually did buy the Eternals Icarus, and I'm trying to add some new articulation in the waist, and it's sort of working, but it might not work. But hey, I'm only out $12, so.
Also, Crispy said hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Crispy.
Oh, okay.
No, I was texting him. He likes Dr. Pepper, and I was showing a video where Dr. Pepper fails, and he got mad at me.
That's funny.
All right. Well, moving right along for any NFL fans we have on the show.
All right.
Who gives a shit about sport?
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. The last time I remember watching a sports game is when I got in trouble and the staff was trying to find an alternate for me to maybe it'll make me behave. And I sat there and watched the sports thing for an hour. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I don't care. and so I mid-dreamed during the rest of that showing.
I think them boys with the football trying to fuck each other in the ass right there. Look at that shit. My God.
That explains why they slap each other's asses all the time.
But,
Jesus, that's funny.
Tackle each other and fuck them in the ass.
Oh
Nick,
my
can I
god.
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh god,
The
I'm
only
sorry.
the only good Super Bowl commercial there was
Oh,
the General Motors one.
yeah.
All the other ones just fucking
Mike
sucked.
Myers, the commercials are complete garbage. I'm like, why?
That was the only good one. It was amazing.
The with Mike Myers, Dr. Evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great commercial. I'm like, this is great because
That was great.
it was great, and then all the other commercials were just shitty. And well, probably the only good commercial was probably is a movie commercial, which we'll be talking about in the next couple news segments. And when we get through them, we're not going to drop that just yet. Excited for it. Not going to drop it just yet. But I mean, overall, the game was shitty. Rams 23, Bengals 20. Shitty commercials, shitty game. Even the fucking halftime show was garbage too. So
Wait, there's a thing called a Super Bowl? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, hold on. What's a football? Probably just pissed off a handful of people saying that.
probably
They could go cry about it and
They're
then
gonna go bust down my door and educate me with tie me to a chair and educate me about football, and I'm gonna just sit there. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I've never given a
honestly,
single
I'd be like,
flying-
I don't care.
I've never given a single flying fuck about football or any type of sports in my entire life ever. Like, I just don't give a fuck.
The
I
only
don't
time
either.
the only time I've been to a sports game is in my hometown. And every single time I've been there, someone from another school that hears about all the drama, it's like, oh no, it's the terrorists, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. That's been the last 3 football games for me.
Jesus. Well, the only time I've been to a football game, I mean, I've been to one for sure with my brother, my mom, and my brother's friend Julian. And it was for Andrew's birthday. We went there. We went to a Dallas Cowboys game, and it was nice. It was really loud, and honestly, the seats were very uncomfortable, and we were very high up. And I low key felt like I was gonna fall forward and crack my neck in a bad way. So yeah.
it's a way to get out of a football game. So I wouldn't complain. It was like, all right, fuck this.
True, but at the same time, I don't want to be paralyzed because then I can't do shit,
Good
and
point.
I would want to die because I would be that bored.
Good point. All right, moving right along here. I don't know who's seen Space Force.
I have.
I actually have not.
Oh, Tyler hasn't seen it.
I know.
Wait, Space Force?
Space Force, yeah.
On Netflix.
No, I haven't seen it.
You have?
Have not.
What is wrong with you?
Everything. I
That's-
mean, fuck, I'm
that's
painting
nice
wheels. I'm painting wheels on a model from a funny talking train show. What isn't wrong with me?
This is true. But those who have seen Space Force, they're back after their shenanigans in season 1. Joined Steve Carell and John Malkovich, making this less than fictional military branch even better. Honestly, I have to sit down and watch it. I mean, if you guys saw the trailer for it, it looks great.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, it looks awesome. And Steve Carell, he's freaking hilarious. I was watching Despicable Me the other day with my niece and nephew, and they like it. They like the Minions a lot. I don't know why, but overall, I need to sit down, take the time, and actually watch Space Force because I find it funny because we do have a actual Space Force in the branches of the military, and I just find it hilarious that this show makes fun of it. That's just my opinion about it, and it's great.
Well, yeah, because the whole point of the show was, it's Space Force, but it was also in a way making fun of Trump too. That was
Because-
his idea, oddly enough.
I still will never forget about the laser JFK said we had.
Mhm.
I mean, that's every time. That's the first thing. Like every time I hear Space Force, I'm like, is that like why they have that? Like, I still like there's a lot of me and my friend. You know how that like one crap with the Pentagon was kind of like, yeah, aliens exist, and no one was talking about it.
Right. Yeah.
I find that funny. Is they dropped that bomb while everybody was flipping out still about the pandemic.
Mhm.
And I still think that's the funniest thing, because we have confirmed way before that we found bacteria on another planet.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that technically mean we've already like knew about aliens because of the bacteria?
True.
Well,
Yeah, that
Well-
would technically be true. But you know what? You're right. It's funny how people don't pay any attention to that, but they're all fucking pussies when it comes to COVID. It's like, come on, dude, really?
I still, this is what I truly believe, that no alien race really fucks with the human races, because like look what we would do. Like they would know what we do if they landed here. They'd like get fucking autopsied.
Exactly. I mean, hell, if we're able to run trains off turntables and into ditches, there's nothing we're not capable of doing.
There was
Well, and on top of that, even if the aliens did come here, probably the Marines would be the first ones to fuck them.
yeah. I mean,
In the ass or
And
how?
yes, yeah, it would be the Marines. They'd be the first ones to fuck them. Because Marines, they fuck about anything.
it moves. It moves. It's got a hole. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh God, I remember when I was like trying to do a sergeant voice long ass time ago, when I had like could record on a DS. I don't have any of this, by the way, because like I don't have that DS. It was my friend's. But like we went over the audio, and I every time I think I do my screaming voice, I think like I'm some fucking military branch screaming at something. Oh, There's like a theory out there, like some dude said that the aliens don't fuck with us because we haven't, attained inner peace. And I just kind of looked at that theory, and I'm like, yeah, they'd better just like put a giant wall around the Milky Way.
We will build a wall. Listen, there'll be an alien Trump saying, "We will build a wall around the Milky Way. Trust me, it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing."
The Zootonians will pay for it. We will protect the Earthlings.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, anyways, moving right along.
Hey, real quick, can I comment on that Nickelodeon Transformer show real quick?
Yeah,
All
go
I
ahead.
have to say, I'll make it quick and brief. I promise. It's because I didn't see any kind of previews or trailers for it, because all I saw was like one picture, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why is this a thing?" Nickelodeon's going downhill, and it looks like Transformers is going downhill. So nothing new. Anyway, proceed.
Okay, but anyways, continuing.
Hey, I told you it was going to be brief.
Yeah, I know. Continuing on with our little after Space Force, to Infinity and Beyond, Lightyear gets a new trilogy. Chris Evans, aka Captain America, plays Captain Lightyear in this origin, which will have a June 2022 release. I know most of us growing up, we've all seen Toy Story, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I am relatively stoked for this, because I don't care how old I am. I'm gonna fucking watch this movie. I don't fucking razz ass.
I still haven't watched the last Toy Story.
Oh, dude,
I need to.
You will cry. You will fucking cry. Believe me.
It was so good.
I
you gotta
cried.
cry
It-
like a little bitch.
Because the last one was when they were like the fucking utensils were alive.
Yeah.
And I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I remember when that first was like air, I was like, what the fuck's going on? I gotta watch that. And I still haven't watched it. But I'm with you. I'm gonna watch that Buzz Lightyear show.
honestly, the new version of Zurg, I like that. And it just and everything looks so clean and crisp. The the Space Ranger outfit, the spacesuit, all that just looks great. And it's going to be and the new characters that are developing. I mean, the guy played Korg Thor Ragnarok. I can't pronounce his name, but he's going to be in it too. It's just going to be like, this is going to be something completely different and special for the fans that like Buzz Lightyear growing up. I mean, I had a figure of Buzz when I watched Toy Story over and over again multiple times. So I can see why a lot of people will be excited for this. And even though it's going to be Chris Evans as Buzz, I know we're not going to be able to see that because Tim Allen truly is Buzz Lightyear from the original movies all the way through 1 to 4. But seeing this is going to be an interesting and unique take. Anyone who's got any opinions on it?
I'm honestly intrigued on what they're gonna do. Like, I'm not really holding hopes high or low or anything like that. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go see this. If I like it, cool. If I don't like it, hey, oh well. I won't see it again.
I mean, I remember watching the trailer. I'm like, oh wow, this is this is something I'm gonna watch
Mm-hmm.
because because of like what Disney's doing and all that stuff. I don't really watch too much of like a lot of that Pixar and all that anymore. I've been stuck trying to go back to horror and stuff.
Okay. Nice. Anyone else?
I think it looks fun. I definitely want to go see it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, man, it looks fun. I think it's kind of cool that they got Chris Evans playing Buzz Lightyear, and it's interesting. It's supposed to be an origin movie, or a sort of an updated, newer origin of Lightyear.
Mm-hmm.
But what's a lot of people either forgot or don't remember or don't know is that we did kind of had already an origin story for Buzz Lightyear, kind of, sort of, was
Right.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Yep.
I do remember watching that. I think I watched it a few times back in the day, but for some odd reason, it's not on Disney Plus.
Really?
Yeah, I'd like to watch it again on Disney Plus. It was a lot of fun. I know
I've never heard of it or seen it until you brought it up.
It came out right after Toy Story 2. It was like a spin-off, but it was also an origin to show Buzz Lightyear and Star Command and all the other Space Rangers. Mm-hmm. And characters in it are great. And I, back in the day, did have every single character from Toy Story as a toy in my childhood bedroom back in the day. I mean, I had every single character. I kid you not. I even had the evil Emperor Zurg toy from Toy Story 2.
Oh, yeah.
That was really cool. And in the movie, when he, his arm has that gun and it shoots those little balls.
Yes.
The toy worked exactly like that. I'm not even kidding. I had it.
That's actually really cool.
Awesome.
I had a toy box just for the Toy Story characters, and one of them was the evil Emperor Zurg toy, and it was really cool.
That's awesome. That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I had Woody, I had Buzz, I had Jess, I had everybody.
Yep.
And the Woody toy on the boot, it said Andy, but on the other boot, my mom took a Sharpie and wrote Christopher on it.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that was like one of the nicest, coolest things my mom ever did for me, because I did kind of feel like Andy at the time. So, yeah, I was spoiled, but it was a good kind of spoiled.
All right,
Yeah, sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Moving right along, the Winter Olympics is going on, and some poor Frenchmen got it in the nuts. So
Jordan showed me
that. I still have not seen the video. Can we link that
pocket falls directly into a gate.
Wait, it's in the fucking.
just watching it again. I was just freaking. And that guy's
Ah,
just,
sacre bleu, my ball sack. Ah,
Sacre bleu! My testicles!
ah, my croissants. It does look like that hurts.
it
My
does.
Eiffel
It does.
Ah, sacre bleu, my Eiffel Tower!
So, like, when his balls got hit, just imagine JC's face on each testicle, making that face like, "Ugh." Have fun trying to sleep at night.
Oh my god.
The fact that he still tried to push on.
Yeah, really.
He's like, all right, nope, can't. That
Yeah, he tried to
temperature got
push
to him.
on, but it was like, no, fuck that.
It was getting impacted in the balls and the temperature.
No, man, when you get hit down there, it's like, no, it's gonna stop you
It's
in your
funny,
tracks.
You can actually hear the slap in the video. On top of that, yeah. And he just grabbing his nuts. You're like, oh my god, I cannot believe that.
That reminds me of someone like posting an image. I can't find it anymore, but it was like all the Avengers screaming, like doing the oh, and it
Yes,
was
okay, yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? The one where
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cop
I think-
shot him
yeah.
with the rubber band police gun, and his testicle exploded.
You ever seen the one where it's a police officer, he pulls out his taser and he tases a guy, and the guy's still standing there and he points at a woman and he goes, "I'll get you, bitch," and then he goes down. But he doesn't go down because of the taser. He goes down on his own. Like the taser didn't even fucking do anything to him.
Oh no! That reminds me of the guy that was running away. He got tased, and it fucking like he turned into fucking Flash and fucking zoom. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey man, crystal meth is a hell of a drug.
Let me just stimulate it. Oh god!
Well, then there was the one time where a guy got tased, but then like three other police officers pulled their tasers out, and it took like 4 tasers to take this guy down.
It's like the Hulk. It's just
Yeah.
what the fuck? Go down! Just imagine if there wasn't that many cops standing by trying to take down the man. That would suck. I mean, there was a guy. I don't know what it is. When you're drunk, don't do this. Anyone, don't fucking listen to me and don't be a fucking idiot. If you get drunk, you become flexible for some fucking reason. There was an incident a while back ago. This guy was driving. This is before he had his license. He wrecked his car. This man was in a tree, and the officer pulls him over. The officer gets him out of the tree. He's like, "Son, you should be dead." And the guy's like, "Fine," and he just tells him to drive home. He's just like, since the dude like fucking like he was, and I know which road it was, and those are some high ass trees. But there was that, and the guy that straight up ran into a brick building, drunk, and smashes through it just fine. Like some drunk people, like that's like their superpower. Give me some Bud Light, yeah.
Damn, I actually didn't know that you could become flexible once you're drunk. Like, I never heard of that.
I say that just because they just seem to not get, like, a lot of them seem to do something really stupid. They should be dead, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I'm like, how?
Kind of like how in the Sonic movie, Sonic like fought those robots, and then the dude was like, "How are you still alive?" And he's like, "I have no idea."
Speaking of Sonic, anyone like seen the Sonic 2 trailer?
Yes, and
Yeah,
it looks good. It looks good.
Who's gonna watch that?
I don't know if I'll watch it in theaters, but I might watch it.
If it comes out in the theaters, I'll go out and watch it, because there's some movies that I will want to get out of the house to go out and see, and there'll probably be something where I'm definitely going to stay home and watch. I mean, it all depends on what it is, but I'm still going to be the type of person that's want to go to an actual movie theater.
I can't talk about movie theaters right now.
Hey, what was
I
that?
have to wait. I have to wait.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, John left. That's why it went awkwardly silent. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to get some things and use the latrine. All right, moving right along. Now we get to some more of the juicier bits of news that have been recently.
Sorry.
First off, we're going to start with is the new Moon Knight series that comes out next March. Is he Batman but cooler and deadlier? Who knows? I honestly think it's going to be interesting because Moon Knight is this Egyptian. The character is based off this Egyptian god who inhabits the body of Mark Spector. And Mark Spector, he's a little cuckoo. If you guys saw the trailer, he does look a little crazy and stuff like that.
Well, that's because he has multiple personality disorder.
No, isn't he sleep deprived?
I think I heard from my brother that he has a multiple personality disorder.
I had a friend that like this is his like hero, and I told him like I don't know who the fuck Moon Knight is, and he like kind of cried in the call with me, and I felt bad.
Damn.
I didn't know who Moon Knight was, and he's like, "This is my shit." He was like so excited, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Can you explain to me who Moon Knight is?" And he like, I just broke his soul. I still feel bad.
John, what's his name again?
Mark Spector.
Mark Spector.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mark Spector.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. I like Moon Knight. He looks badass, so I'm looking forward to
like
this.
the outfit. I like how in the trailer where it kind of conforms onto his body. Like you see the mummy bands just going over his body. I'm like, that looks cool. And then just the whole one of his whole iconic moments is that cape, because in the comics when that cape flays out, it's the shape of a crescent moon. And I mean, was it Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke? Yeah, Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke are starring this series, and I think it's toward the end of March, I think.
Well, I'm looking up some of the comic book covers for Moon Knight. They're pretty fucking cool looking. I might try to look those next time I go Comic-Con or wherever. Just look up Moon Knight comic books just for the covers. They are kind of badass looking.
I've returned.
Oh, welcome back. I think it looks cool. I honestly, I think it looks cool. I think it's going to be an interesting show. And
yeah, this is a good way to introduce someone to Moon Knight.
I heard this this show is going to be one of the more heavier action. And I think Kevin Feige said himself in an interview, they're not even holding back. So who knows what Moon Knight's going to be capable of in this show.
His outfit.
Well, if that's going to be the case. If that's going to be the sorry, I just got to say this. If that's going to be the case, then if they bring Daredevil into well, I mean, obviously they're going to. Kevin Feige says he's there. It's just what I mean is when they eventually do make either a series or movie for Daredevil, it better do the same thing and like not hold back, because I hear people are concerned about that because the Netflix series is already really dark, so it's just unclear as to if they're gonna have that same kind of tone, or at least a very similar tone, when they do make a in-universe story for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little late. Can someone run down like what's the whole point of Moon Knight? Sorry to ask this again.
God damn it! Hold on a second.
Well, Moon Knight is basically another Marvel superhero, and Moon Knight is based on like Egyptian Arabic like mythology. From what I can tell, mainly Egyptian, not so much Arabic. So just Egyptian mythology, folklore, that kind of thing. I don't know which one of the Egyptian gods he's supposed to be based on, because there's a handful of them.
All right, this is a small synopsis of who he is. The son of a rabbi, Mark Spector was a former Marine and CIA operative who became a mercenary. Despite his conflicted feelings about violence and morality, during a job in Sudan, Spector was appalled when ruthless fellow mercenary Raoul Bushman attacked and killed archaeologist Dr. Alroon. After saving the archaeologist's daughter and colleague, Marlene Alroon, Spector was then mortally wounded by Bushman before finding himself drawn to a recently unearthed tomb for a shelter and place for a statue of the Egyptian moon god Panhush. Spector dies but is then suddenly revived. Fully healed, he claims Khonshu wants him to be the Moon Knight, redeeming his life of violence by now protecting and avenging the innocent.
Nice.
Interesting.
Honestly, I can't wait. I think it looks really cool. I mean, it's gonna be a new series to fill in a gap for what we're about to talk about in the next couple news segments. But after, are we all done with talking about Moon Knight now?
One thing I do have to add is give me a figure of that thing. Just give me a figure. I don't give a shit if it's Marvel Legends. I don't give a shit if it's SH Figure Arts or Metacon Mayfax. Just give me one.
All right. Moving right along. It's time for another walk in the park. Jurassic World Dominion dropped this past, I think it was past week. It was before the Super Bowl. And I sent the link to Chris. And honestly, it looks amazing, beautiful, bringing back the original cast from the first Jurassic Park movie. Honestly, I'm stoked. I cannot wait for this movie. I mean, it seems like it's bringing everything to an immaculate closing, and I just hope that it delivers. The animation looks good. Seeing Sam Neill's Alan Grant, Jeff Goldblum's Ian Malcolm, and then I forgot who's the name of the actress who played Ellie, Chris?
Laura Dern, and
Laura
I have
Dern,
to say each one of them have aged gracefully like a very fine wine. They look great for their age, and it's awesome to see them come back. And I'm very curious to see how they're going to interact with the characters from the new trilogy of Jurassic Park movies. And honestly, this is, again, like I mentioned earlier, this is the type of movie that I want to go to the movie theater to see, because the small screen isn't going to cut it. The big screen's going to have to do. And then with Jurassic World 3, this is going to be the very last Jurassic Park or World type of movie. Mm-hmm. They're not going to make any more after this. So, unless they do, I do think it'd be kind of cool if they did like some kind of a spin-off prequel type of movie, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, what I heard, this was way back when. So there's 3 chapters. All right, we're on this. According to that thing, we're on chapter 2. And that's how I looked at it. It wasn't called chapters, but that's what I'm calling it. Because the first 3 movies were parts. Next 3 movies, these current 3 movies, World, and then there's going to be another 3 movies. That's what was said a while back ago. So I don't know if that could have changed because that was before the pandemic. But that's what I've read about months ago.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't, just because there's a pandemic doesn't mean that should influence someone's that should ruin someone's influence to create stories for the big screen. I mean, I understand, and I'm just gonna say this briefly. Like, I understand the whole, some people can get it easier than others, blah blah blah. I understand that, but still, it's like I'm always saying, quit living your life in fear, because that will just do nothing but cause issues, and it'll do nothing but cause people to flip out or get annoyed like me.
Right. Right. But I can't wait for Dominion. It looks great. Any final words?
Oh, you can go, Chris.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Friday I just got a bonus check at work, and I used part of it already to order all of the Jurassic Park and World movies on Blu-ray.
Nice.
So yeah, so I can finally watch those movies on Blu-ray, high definition for a change. I am gonna be looking for some Jurassic Park related items at a toy show in April coming up.
Oh, I can't wait, bud.
Yeah, well, I know that's gonna be a fun weekend. And then I think this will be fun. It's also going to be a good way to conclude the series and move on from it. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the original cast come back
Oh yeah,
for it. I think it'd be cool if they had the two kids from the first one make an appearance. Maybe they will as a little surprise, but
that would be interesting.
yeah,
A surprise,
but I'm
cool.
fine with
Welcome.
I'm fine with the one scientist from Jurassic Park and Grant, Ellie, and Malcolm also from the first one. I'm fine if it's just going to be those guys in this one and the kids aren't there. I'm fine with that too. I mean,
I still need to rewatch the rest of them.
but I also think it'd be cool if they had one of the characters from the second Jurassic Park movie and the third Jurassic Park movie make an appearance too, to kind of remind people that, like, oh yeah, there's Jurassic World 2 and 3.
I could see Billy make an appearance and then like have him say like, "Hey, Dr. Grant, someone just showed up wanting to see you," and he's like, "Oh, he's gonna be like, oh great, not this again." Walks in there, it's Ellie. I could see that. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
And we never knew what happened to Ian's daughter, so.
Oh, the black chick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool if she had an appearance in this movie, too.
Right.
Right.
I totally forgot. See, that's why I need to rewatch them again, is because I just now like I looked at a little bit of the trailer. I didn't finish it because I was like doing 5 other things. But Jurassic World kind of has a soft spot for me because it's like, I grew up watching that along with a lot of other things, and seeing a little bit of the older cast is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be great. It looks beautiful, honestly. And the opening of that trailer, just hearing John Hammond, I'm like, oh my god, just because you feel the nostalgism from watching those movies when he talked about Life Finds a Way and stuff like that, and especially from I think it was the audio is from the second movie, and just hearing him talk is just like, wow, you're just hearing him talk, and then it just seems like it's like revisiting an old friend, and because of John. I don't know what his name was from the original movie.
John Hammond.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know the actor's name, but I know he's no longer around anymore.
Richard Attenborough.
Yeah, him. It's just that nostalgic feel that just felt like it's right of how they're doing it, and I hope a lot more is explained, especially with the from Fallen Kingdom, the girl was Maisie. I hope that's more explained. I like the new dinos. All of them look amazing, and it's going to be a great movie. It's going to be awesome. I'm very stoked for this movie. Anyone else before we move on?
Nothing I can think of.
Like I said earlier, I'm definitely gonna look for some Jurassic Park and World toys and collectibles later on in the next couple of months. I forgot about the toy line for Jurassic Park 3 because Kenner did Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park with the Lost World toys. And then the third one, it was all Hasbro at that point.
I know someone that has a Jeep and they call it the Jurassic Jeep. It's a model right after the old Jeep. They call it that mainly because it's freaking bumpy as hell. So they call it the Jurassic ride or something. I can't remember.
Nice.
His dad built it in the garage and it's his car now. So
Nice.
cool.
You guys ready for this next one?
You know I'm ready.
The multiverse has gone mad.
Doing it real fucking big.
For Doctor Strange 2, along with a new TV spot from the Super Bowl. And a certain X-Men voice sounds very familiar.
Okay, I forgot to watch the trailer.
God, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Go watch the trailer while the big boys talk.
Yeah, seriously, go do that right now. Go do that right now.
Do that right now. Oh.
All right, give me a sec.
Okay. So.
He's gonna do that. I want to go get something to drink real quick.
All right. Yep.
Oh, like this.
Tyler, killing me, Smalls.
you're
Fuck off.
You don't know how like through this whole podcast I'm like multiverse of madness. I'm sitting there like,
Man, I've been living my own life, so
We all have, dude.
yeah. I'm so glad that John sent me the trailer. Like I was in a different call with some friends and John's like sent me a trailer. I'm like because my friend was gonna go watch the mid commercials just for all the movies.
Yep.
And then you send it to me early, and I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up, guys. And I sit there and watch it, and I'm like, Connor. And he's like, all right. He pulls up a big screen. We go through that thing we watched that thing 5 different times, looking at all the little shit in it. And then he sent me the second one. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm sitting there like that was the John. You know how I texted you. You don't know how you made my day. That was the day that I had. I call it the stress attack. What happened is basically I got home it was really bad. I got super stressed because my boss decided to not tell me I was scheduled, and I had so many plans that day, and I had to retcon all of them. I got so stressed out, I had to leave work early, and by the time...
Hey guys, I can barely hear it, so I'm gonna exit the call real quick.
All right, go ahead, bud.
All right. I get home. I get to the door, my bedroom door. I collapse. I fell asleep for 10 minutes on the floor, crawled to my bed, and I was laying in bed for the rest of the day. And then I decided to get on when I felt better. And I was talking to them about stuff, and then John's like, Multiverse of Madness, and I'm like, I was crying so happy. That saved that day for me.
Hey, dude, I'm glad it made your day better. I mean, I was watching. I was watching the Super Bowl. I was because my girlfriend was over. We were watching the game, and we were watching it for just to be entertained by the ridiculousness of what that game was. And I was mainly more stoked for the commercials. And when I saw that spot, I'm like, trailer online. I'm like, okay. I went there. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, oh my god. And then I was talking to Crispy about it too. And all of a sudden, I'm like, dude, did you hear that voice? We're gonna talk more about it when Tyler comes back. But I'm like, I had to rewatch. I'm like,
I rewatched that thing 5 times.
Oh my god, that's what the fuck. I was like, oh my god.
I was like, because all the fucking what's even funnier is the fucking floodgates of theories that came out literally within the next 2 fucking hours. I'm sitting there, I'm like, because I was texting you, it wasn't even a fucking hour before it came out, and I was texting you about what people were thinking.
Yes.
We were like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? Why? Wait. Oh God, please. And my friend's theory, I can't remember what he said. He said a certain thing's name. But we'll talk. Like, I'll bring that up when Tyler comes back. But
Yeah, when everyone's back. Yeah.
but like, I like his he's been on my stream, so he's fine with me saying his name. Connor is who I was watching it with. And he was like glancing over that thing like 5 different times. I'm like, I was watching the trailer with him, and he was like pausing it because we all decided to watch his stream because his stream was better quality. And he paused it, played it, paused it. It was, we watched that thing like 5 times.
Mhm.
And my friend in the call who just finds it amazing, like, because me and Connor like are like siblings, we fight a lot. But when it came to Marvel, we were all just fixated on it. And she's like, "Oh my God, what the fuck? Why are you like this?"
Please. That was a great trailer. I'm not gonna lie.
John, you should have sent him part 2. You should have sent him the part 2. I guess we'll talk about that too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's in the notes. Both those, because the other one's the full trailer, the other is the TV spot from the Super Bowl.
What's
Yeah.
funny is the one that you sent me with the TV spot was uploaded by someone that has Wanda.
Ooh.
That's literally the YouTube name. Though the second one you sent me with with a certain Z,
Yeah. Where were we saying, Tyler?
No, I was just saying that trailer was really cool. I'm excited for this movie. Like honestly, this is one of the most.
Tyler. Hold on. Chris, you back yet?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yes.
Okay, so all I was gonna say was that this is honestly one of the movies I've been the most excited for when it comes to Marvel, especially in this new phase that we're in. Like, I've been excited because I've just been so excited. I sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I've just been so excited for this movie ever since it was announced because there's just so much opportunity with it to bring in so many different characters from different universes and everything like that, whether it be mostly movie, but possibly comic too. I'm just really excited for it, and obviously I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but with Doctor Strange 2, Deadpool 3 will become part of the MCU because of it.
Well, that's what a theory is, and even though what's his face said, "Oh, nothing to do with it," and you know him. So
What Ryan Reynolds is doing, he's pulling a fucking Andrew Garfield right now.
yes, he is.
He's pulling Andrew
Oh my
Garfield. And I guarantee Patrick Stewart is also pulling an Andrew Garfield. Because that voice sounds very familiar as Professor Charles Xavier.
Oh yeah, I knew that was Professor X right when I heard it. I was like, oh, Professor X, because my buddy Zach actually told me about. I think he told me about this trailer. I don't know why I didn't watch it sooner, but he told me about it, and then he said that Professor X was in it by accident, and I was like, oh shit, seriously? And he was like, wait, you haven't seen the trailer? And I said, no, not yet. And he said, bro, you're a bum. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Something like that anyway.
We were about to like maul you because you haven't seen it. But like,
hey, again, I've been living my own life. What do you want from me?
I've been like sitting there, like the more and more that came out with it, I was like, yes, it's coming what I wanted to become. But like I am this will, like I said, this is probably one of the last movies I'll see in the movie theater because I don't have much money. And I have a friend that said he might actually see it with me, which is great. But I was in tears because this is like the ultimate fan. And what's the word, John? You know what word I'm looking for, right?
Fandom.
The ultimate, I guess so. But
I don't know, but
I'm sorry, I'm just really. Ooh.
honestly, I mean, I'm already coming up with my own theories of the movie of this movie itself, but I mean, if Patrick Stewart does come back, there's a certain character I really want to see just to star alongside him one more time.
Wolverine.
Yes.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Just one time, just to be like, just even if he's just making it for just a couple of minutes, I just want to see that. And the funny thing is, Marvel has literally opened Pandora's box with this multiverse movie. I mean, there's the potential is exponential, and I mean, they're even thinking even Sony, they're thinking, why don't we do Spider-Man 3 from Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield? And what if they do Spider-Man 4 with Tobey? I mean, the possibilities are endless.
And then
Pandora's box in No Way Home, literally.
And also, Sony dropped Madam Web, and
That's right, yeah.
So somebody said that's so they can have their own Doctor Strange. I don't fucking care. Doctor Strange and Madam Web, they kind of go hand in hand. One particularly specialized in Spider-Verse, but what I'm excited for is because the literally, I love that I can literally quote the title. The madness of this movie is so spectacular gonna be. I mean, and then with the theories that there's gonna be another Iron Man. There's gonna be like the
Superior Iron Man.
It's Superior.
It's possibly played by Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise can play. And the Superior Iron Man is everything. Take everything that we know in MCU, Tony. Take all the goodness, all the stuff that Tony did in the movie universe, and turn that upside down on its head, and it's nothing but bad qualities. That's Superior Iron Man, and he's completely nuts, apparently, from what I've read up on it.
I mean, yeah, no, because in that universe, he actually successfully put a suit of armor around the world.
And on top of that, he literally killed Thanos in the comics, and he put his head in a jar.
Oh yeah, he's the fucking. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I mean, I swear to God, if we see that in the movie, we see him in a room working, and he's wearing the Superior Iron Man suit, and he's working on, and then you just see this purple head in a fucking jar, looking like Josh Brolin. I'll be like, whoa, Sam Raimi, you're going too far, man. And I love that Sam Raimi's directing this movie because Evil Dead, the original 3 Evil Dead movies are probably one of my favorite cult horror movies.
I started watching those.
They're great. I absolutely love them. What you're saying?
You go, John.
And then the original 3 Spider-Man movies he's directed, with him being Doctor Strange with characters like Nightmare, one of Doctor Strange's arch enemies in the comics, he is made for this movie. Literally. And we're talking a zombie Doctor, possibly.
Oh, yes, the zombie.
Go ahead. You take the wheel on this one, bud. Yeah, I'll sit back, put my hands behind my head. You're driving. Go.
I'm sorry. I fucking love Marvel Zombies. I remember when I first saw that, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then they did a title drop in plus Disney Day, and then in the little trailer John showed me there was like a Doctor Strange zombie, and then there was like a Wanda zombie that someone's pulled out of it, and I am this is gonna go in so many directions.
And I love how with Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda, where what Doctor Strange does, everyone views him as a hero, but everything she does is she's viewed as a villain.
Yes.
And she says that doesn't seem that quite fair. I love that delivery, and there's no other Scarlet Witch, and Elizabeth Olsen nails it, and she's been doing a great job. That character development from Age of Ultron into what she is now is insane.
Oh, yeah.
It is great.
It really is.
I mean, and top of that, and she looks great in that outfit. I'm glad that we're seeing that outfit again. And I love how she mentioned Vision, where she said that Vision had his theories, but and like pretty much that the multiverse is dangerous. And then Doctor Strange is like, he's right. It's going to be insane when this movie comes out, and people are going nuts. People would rather go see this movie than go see the new Batman movie.
Yeah.
There's there's a poll today I was looking at it on YouTube because people post like stupid polls and stuff in the like community section and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was it like 50% want to see the new Batman movie? 90% on that poll want to see Doctor Strange 2. That says something right there.
That's because like you got.
And look, I'm a DC guy, but even I'm more excited to see Doctor Strange 2 than the Batman. Because here's the thing. How many fucking Batman movies have we had already?
I know, right?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
That's why I decided I'm
because-
not even gonna think about it anymore. I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Because here's the thing, man. It's like I said, I love Batman, I love DC, but if you're gonna make a shitload of Batman movies and not have any other movies that link to that universe, what's the fucking point?
I know.
It's like they're trying what DC's trying to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with like an analogy. Or something.
I thought you like died.
I know.
Like I'm
did
trying to
die.
make an analogy here, and my brain just like, wait a second, what am I trying to say? Like, because like DC's what they're trying to do is, it feels like to me they're eradicating everything that they built to make the Justice League movie into whatever crazy nonsense bullshit they're going to be coming up with the next couple of years. I mean, I saw the DC trailer collaboration thing with like Black Adam and these other characters and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, this is okay, or all right. And then the Flash, I'm like, okay, it's a guy in a rubber suit, okay. I'm like, it just, to me, it's just like, you guys are trying to with one of the biggest franchises in the world right now, that being Marvel, and they got their formula down to a pat.
Yeah, I mean they're popping off with their shit.
Matt Pat did a theory about movie theaters and Marvel. Yeah, I'd actually kind of watch that one. I don't know if y'all don't like him or not. A couple of my friends don't, but he did actually.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
I mean, some of his theories I kind of like. Okay, Matt, you're actually just sitting in the closet, just trying to come up with something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Quite literally, because he did describe he's like in a fucking closet for like one of his like writing things. But like this Marvel, like somebody said, this is one of the theories. This will also line up the Marvel Zombies. You got the old X-Men coming back, the old classic show that I watched bits and pieces of, and I can't wait to rewatch again. And Captain Carter being in real life,
yes,
that theory.
Forgot about that. Fuck.
Oh, I can't believe you forgot. That is just like,
oh shit! God damn it!
I've been thinking about that the whole time. Like, you're gonna have the What If series blended in this. What If season 2 is probably gonna be heavily impacted by this.
Oh, damn right it is. And what if we even see the Watcher from the What If? What if we see him too?
He'd be like, "Yeah, Strange, you fucked up, but here you go." Because
I love the other version of the other couple different versions of Strange. I love the look of Defender Strange because that's heavily influenced by the Defender comics with the black and red. The evil Doctor Strange. I like the line delivery where he's like, things just got out of hand. He's not wrong. This is not wrong. Things have got out of hand, and we are talking about this way too fucking long. Because I mean, almost everybody on this and probably in the world are stoked for this movie.
Oh God, like this is like having a conversation. You know that phone call that said the conversation's been 1995? That is
Yeah.
that's literally this. And I'm fine with that because I would listen to 4 hours of it.
Oh
Doctor,
God.
I'm like it's getting better and better with the Tom Holland movie. I'm like, oh, it's this is gonna be decent for. That's what I first thought, and then I was like, oh, the Multiverse of Madness is right around the corner, and then they started dropping this shit, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, oh they got in the fucking bag.
Oh my God.
I'm like because then they dropped Marvel Zombies, the proper Marvel Zombies. If any of you read those or if any of you haven't read those, I would go read those. Yeah, there's kind of some stuff that would make you like, oh God, that's gross, but that's okay.
Yeah, then I probably won't read it because I don't collect comics because
you can read it
I
online.
just read. Okay, well, either way, if there's gore, I can't handle it, so
Oh,
I get too
well,
squeamish.
man, you would hate that Spider-Man scene. If anyone else knows what I'm talking about,
Spider-Man, see, from which movie?
no, the zombie comics,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sandman, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh my God, that's right. I was watching Comistorian about it, and I'm like,
It's got really.
oh my
dark.
God.
It's really fucking dark. I remember I was talking to Crispy about it, and he was like, we were talking about how dark it was, and then we started talking about Final Day and all that stuff. That was before No Way Home was released, but
especially that they put Janet's head in this robot body, and where they're eating some of the zombies are eating T'Challa. Like was Ant-Man. It was eating body parts of T'Challa in the comic. Oh God, that got dark. And they literally ate everything and got cosmic energy from Galactus himself.
Galactus was like, oh shit. I just like it sucked because Galactus came down. It was almost the equivalent of like the What If episode with Thanos, and he just got fucking yeeted in half. It's almost the equivalent of that shit happening. Like Galactus, because if you remember in the comics, how they saved the zombie virus from getting out, they made it where it repeated itself in both universes.
Right.
And so it was stuck in a loop, and everybody was just like, because they fucking ate the Watchers. They ate the Watchers in that, right?
I think they.
That was like close to the end of the series. And then you got Zombie Deadpool. I swear to God, that should be the Deadpool in the fucking Multiverse of Madness. That should be the one Deadpool we see. Zombie Deadpool. That would be fucking hilarious.
Oh my God.
Looks like I'm a zombie now. Time to eat some brains and fuck people up.
Yeah, that's pretty much Zombie Deadpool.
And I know we're getting, but back to the Multiverse of Madness. I know. Hopefully, everybody knows who Bruce Campbell is, especially from The Evil Dead, because him and Sam, they're always working on it together in a movie. I mean, he's made 3 cameos in the original 3 Spider-Man movies. Who do you think he's going to possibly play? Do you think he's going to play?
Probably someone in the multiverse.
Do you think he's going to play Renatar? He's the Green Ox. Do you think he's going to voice him?
Maybe. I mean,
possible.
We're digging back in my brain stem at this moment because I still need to go back and I didn't rewatch all the Spider-Man movies because I didn't have time. But I did a refresher video. So, Mary Jane's a hoe. Anyway, the old Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I never liked the Sam Raimi's Mary Jane. She was a fucking hoe.
I didn't realize that until it was told to me, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
It's funny. I realize that now that I'm older. I'm like, "Holy shit! That she's kind of a bitch." Here's Peter, like Mary Jane. I'm in love with you. Oh wait, I'm gonna go with this Ash. I'm gonna go with your bully or be with your best friend. And then after being with your best friend, I'm gonna be with an astronaut. oh wait, I'm gonna be with you, but you know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm a little pissed at you, I'm gonna go back to your best friend. I mean, are you like, bitch? What the actual fuck? You got this guy literally on his knees for you, and he probably still stayed with her even in No Way Home. I mean, shit.
God, that's oh man, this multiverse movie. We're like it. I mean, I'll have to be watching the next episode for that. Because I could just imagine y'all going off about that. Like me and John are probably after the movie are gonna have a giant conversation. Me, him, and Crispy are gonna have a long conversation. I'm gonna mark a day of like, John, you better be here, or I'm kicking your ass.
Honestly, it sounds like a conversation for all of us. For
Yeah.
just a show just talking about the multiverse of madness. But I think
Yeah,
we're getting,
exactly. Like, don't leave anyone out. Shit.
yeah, I think we're getting a little off the rails here, just a little bit.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. I know we were a little. I think this conversation was a little winded, but I mean, in our discussion topic, we'll definitely hit the multiverse again. Just say get it out one last time. But all right. I know, Chris. How do you feel about this movie coming out? Though you've been quiet this entire time.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Oh, for Multiverse?
Yeah.
No, I think it looks great. I'm excited for it. Again, I'm gonna go to the movie theater and see it.
Oh, damn right. Yep.
Doctor Strange for me, he's the man. He's the shit. I know for a fact I have a feeling there's going to be people from other realities making some kind of an appearance in it for sure. And when I saw the trailer and when I heard that particular voice, I damn near pissed my pants because it was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Because if you think about it, you know, the very ending of Loki is basically is one of the things leading off into the multiverse of madness. Same thing with like WandaVision, Loki,
Kang,
and the previous Spider-Man movie. It's all leading into multiverse of madness. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It'll be a good time.
Oh God, is that like why like half these shows, like the Loki show, is probably not going to be like dropped until after Multiverse of Madness?
Probably.
I feel like Multiverse of Madness is now the chokehold, the center point, and everything's been beating around it.
I think, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah, that's how it's been looking so far.
It's pretty much like the bottleneck of the Marvel timeline right now, and then after Multiverse of Madness, then everything's going to continue on.
Yeah, it's like the official movement of the phase.
Yes.
That's how I've been looking at it, because everything is centered, pointing to this movie.
Damn right it is.
Oh, I might not like leave the theater. I might like glue myself in there so I'll watch it again. I paid for double tickets. Don't worry.
Yep. All right. So we'll definitely get back on the multiverse and Doctor Strange get back on that a little later. But we're going to move on to Custom Spotlight. So as I mentioned early on the show, I got a foddered figure of a Mafex Captain America from Infinity War and converted that into the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Captain America. I've been so busy with work and stuff, a lot of things are not done, but the base figure itself is complete. Hopefully, once everything is all said and done, I'll have a full-fledged review on the channel, because I did a review of the version 1 I did, which is kind of in pieces right now. But overall, what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think?
Dude, it's fucking amazing. Like, if I come to a point where I'm just tired of waiting for someone to make an import version and all this and that, I'll just come to you and say, hey, how could I pay like $50, like, I don't know, 5 times, and then after that, you have all the money, and then you just give me the figure, or like 5 to 6 times or whatever. Because like Like, I don't think I could pay for a custom figure off at once like that because there's so much going on with it. I mean, you kind of just throw it into it, but if you want to talk more about it, I'll let you do that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, with it being basically all I'm gonna say, or all I'm trying to say is like, with that being so involved and involving a cheap retail figure and then a crazy expensive as hell import figure, plus the time and energy you put into that and materials, there's just no way I could pay it off at once.
Uh,
But it is damn impressive.
Also, John,
Mhm.
one you just texted me the images and those look fucking amazing. Sooner or later, I'll have my homemade furnace up and running. If you want to, you can send me molds that I can try to make aluminum parts for you.
Huh.
I meant to talk to you about this earlier, but I forgot to.
Hold up, you have a homemade furnace?
I have a homemade smelter, not a furnace. I can smelt aluminum. I can technically make steel, but I can't reforge it. So
Well, that's still kind of cool that you did a homemade smelter, though. That's pretty cool.
I want to make it was less than $50 to make it. Hair dryer as bellows, plaster Paris, added some stuff for more installation, and the only problem I have now is the top for it. I need to find a better top, and I will have more quality aluminum. But I'm thinking about making a bigger one in the backyard.
Nice.
And I mean, if y'all want to, I don't know how long it's gonna take me because it takes like a day to, sit there and do everything because I still need to make more ingots. But if y'all send me a mold that won't like completely melt off if you pour aluminum in it, I can probably make you pieces.
Okay. Huh. Nice. Nice. Chris, what do you think of the custom?
Well, I like the detailing in the wings.
Yeah, they're not even done yet. I gotta finish those. I've been busy with working on other projects.
Well, so far, I mean the detailing on the wings are good. The goggles are also looking really good.
Yeah, actually, I kind of thinking them out a little bit and actually kind of retouched the entire head a lot and just looks a lot better than what it did when it was unpainted.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's looking really good so far.
Thank you. All right. Well, moving right along.
Hold up! You didn't do my custom spotlight.
That's what I'm getting to, dude.
Oh, I'm
Yo.
sorry. I thought you
Yo,
were.
Tyler.
I thought you were trying to sneak past it.
Yo,
My
Tyler.
bad.
Yo, Tyler, you now don't get no custom spotlight. It's taken away. Your privilege cannot speak no more.
All right. My bad. Go ahead.
All right, then moving on to our next custom spotlight. Original character clones were made by our other co-host, Starpool himself. Hey, T, can you send me some pics so I can send them to our guests?
Yes.
Explain.
And while I do that, I shall go ahead and talk about them. And don't worry, I won't ramble too much. I'll keep it sweet.
Dude, we've probably spent the past 20 minutes talking about the Multiverse of Madness, so I think at this point we're good, and we've done long shows before anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
But-
so essentially, I took 3 Camino Clone Trooper figures using the brand new Clone Trooper body mold that uses the single hinge knees and elbows and then has a butterfly joint in the torso because I just like the articulation there the best. And basically I took I originally tried to dye one of the clones, but the plastic started to melt, so I had to replace that with another Camino clone. And so I just dyed the ankles to make sure that they were going to stay black even when I moved the ankle hinges. And then And then essentially what I did was I spray painted the rest in gloss black. I mixed up a couple blues, and the blues were the folk art blue sapphire metallic and the Wicked Colors pearl blue. I mixed up those two blues, and that was basically what I used in terms of the blue color. And then I had 3 unpainted Tamir Morrison heads from the Phase 2 clone helmets, and I just painted them up and sculpted a mohawk for Smokescreen's unmasked head to kind of simulate a head crest kind of thing. Hold on one sec. Sorry, I had to unplug that. It was red. Sorry. Well, that's weird because. Sorry, guys. Router problems. So yeah. Spray painted the clone bodies. Brush painted the blue on. The ARC Trooper kit is a John Walker Customs kit. The comma is from my second clone Captain Rex from Black Series, and a bunch of the straps are just what's it called, craft ribbon, and then for trigger, see, I wanted Smokescreen or not Smokescreen. I wanted a trigger and Sharp Shots heads to be different. So for trigger, I painted an Arabesh T on his temple, kind of like how in the Clone Wars 5s has that Arabesh 5 tattoo on his temple. And then for Sharp Shot, I painted one eye brown and then one eye blue, and the blue eye is actually a slight defect because the Kaminoans were trying to give Sharp Shot enhanced sight similar to Crosshair from the Bad Batch, but something went wrong, and then Sharp Shot, was born out of the growth jar with a blue eye, and he has a custom logo that I came up with on the spot of a blue crosshair and an Arabesh S in black. And I would tell you what skin tones I use and all that, but it's it's essentially 1 part skin tone and 2 parts sand brown or something like that. Yeah, the hair for Smokescreen is sculpted out of milliput, and the DC-17 pistols and holsters for the 2 specialist clones were 3D printed from files I got from CG Trader. And then the clone helmets, the micro binoculars I casted from Commander Bly, and I tried to use resin to make them, but it wasn't working, so I used hot glue, and it did the trick. And that's essentially it. The canisters on Sharp Shot's chest are just pieces of a model kit sprue that I cut up, and yeah. And slight backstories to them. Trigger is basically an ARC trooper that loves blasting clankers, and he is more of a DC-15 rifle kind of guy. But the lightest weapons he uses is DC-17 pistols. Smokescreen is not only based off Smokescreen from Transformers Prime, but also he gets his name from when he's cornered by his enemies, he deploys a smoke grenade, and he's able to either flank his enemy or just sneak out of hairy situations, or sticky situations, I should say. And Sharp Shots, kind of like Deadshot from the DC universe, he never misses when he fires at his enemies. or his targets. He like and he's like I said, he's almost like Crosshair in a sense where he can sometimes be a bit grouchy or whatever, but 9 times out of 10 he's cool, and he has the enhanced sights, so but it's not as enhanced as Crosshairs, obviously. And to kind of just for fun, I made Trigger's number 1506, which is my birthday and month, and then Smokescreens is 3838, which is why he has our Orbesh 38 on his shoulder pads, with a blue and black checkered pattern. And Sharp Shot's clone number is 1984, because that's when Transformers made its debut.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think I covered pretty much everything. I also painted Sharp Shot's logo on the same spot on his helmet as his face. And to kind of make sure that the colors were balanced between the two specialist helmets, I gave Smokescreen's macro binoculars black paint and Sharp Shot's metallic blue paint.
Nice.
Yes, so that, like I said, the colors balance better. So, but
Awesome.
anyway, yeah.
It looks really good. What everyone else thinks.
Oh, they look good. I like that shade of metallic blue.
Thank you.
That's
JJ.
what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking about. Sorry, I was muted
Hey.
and I didn't realize it.
It's okay.
But I really like the one guy with the hair in his striped hair.
Oh, Smokescreen.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I wanted his mohawk to resemble Smokescreen's head crest from Transformers Prime, and I mean it's obviously not perfect, but I think I did a decent job. And
Oh,
that
I
was
think
my
you did a
first.
good job.
Thank you. And fun facts, that was my first time sculpting hair.
Really?
Yeah, and it was not fun.
Never is.
But I think for my first time, I did at least a decent job. So.
All right. Now we go down to our favorite corner. Our favorite corner.
Oh boy.
What
KO,
is it, asshole?
the good, the bad, and the ugly. So first off, there's a new version of KO, another KO of another KO of MP44. It has a much more cleaner and upgraded back. It removed the entire sound box, and honestly, it looks a lot better than the fucking backpack. You know, that Dora Explorer. I mean, I never saw Dora the Explorer, but there's always those fucking like backpack.
Ugh.
So yeah, if you guys check out the link, I mean, this is the one on Shozy store is the shattered glass version, the alternate reality Optimus Prime. Ironically, alternate reality Optimus Prime from the Shattered Glass comics with the purple, black, and very dark blue color scheme, and for it's not too bad. I think it looks really good. Yeah. Any feedback?
Yeah, like I'm not a masterpiece collector, but if I was a masterpiece collector, I'd be so pissed off at Takara and Hasbro. Well, mostly Takara, for making MP44 with a huge ass backpack. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can appreciate the was it the sound clips
Yeah, sound
that
clips.
the backpack has?
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that, but that should be a detachable option.
True.
You know what I mean? Like say if you want a clean looking Prime, you take it off. But if you want the sound clips, then you could clip it on and just kind of do whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like to me when it comes with the whole electronic stuff, because it just seems that it takes more room for transformation, especially when it comes into the masterpiece line. Because take the new Starscream for example. I mean, I know there's no electronics in it, but they put so much junk on its back because they wanted to have the fake chest. And honestly, that was a poor engineering choice because to me, the nose cone of Starscream becomes his chest. There's no fakeness,
Yeah.
nothing to it. But that's exactly why they did it. They wanted to have that more of that toon accuracy. Take my deformation Skywarp and my Starscream, my Thundercracker. They look so toon accurate. Their backs are clean. They even made a freaking upgrade kit to even like cover any like they have a wing filler. They gave it a bigger. They gave it like an ass panel and the
Ask panel.
and like the vent thing. Here, I'll turn on my camera real quick just to show you what I'm talking about. Hold on a second. Okay, is it on? Yeah, it is on. Okay, well, anyways, like they got the wing filler here, and this ass piece that everything comes off and removes, and then this is not like another back filler, and then the back filler right here, which gives it that more of that toon accuracy, right?
Yeah.
But you got something like and then same with Transform Element OP Leader. I mean, I think that was the biggest thing when Chris and I were trying to find the definitive versions of the Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and we were just going through. You got the Freedom Leader. I got Transform Element and I had MP10 at the time too. It just shows that things the collecting game just changes so drastically and so much. And Takara, they're like, oh, let's put electronics in it. Okay, electronics, yeah, they're cool, but it shouldn't justify for a $400 or $500 price on top of that.
No, I agree with that.
But that's all I have to say about that. Any other feedback on this KO MP44?
Kind of reminds me of the time I saw that oversized KO Optimus Prime figure at DairyCon the one year where it was all like dark blue, white, and gray. It was kind of cool looking.
Yeah, I think yeah. You saw. I think there's pictures of that. Yeah.
I don't remember if that was 2018 or 19, but it was really cool looking.
Isn't that basically Ultra Magnus as when he shedded his armor and became like Albino Prime or something like that?
No, it's still Ultra Magnus, no matter. But but Ultra Magnus is white. He's not all blue. In his.
You know what? I'm sorry. You're right. Well, technically he has blues, but it's only his face and faceplate. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So never mind.
What about you, JJ?
My thoughts on the thing
About the MP44 Optimus KO.
I this is like where my expertise go thrown out the fucking window, and I'm just like, I'm like that little kid in the corner. I'm like, yeah, they're talking about the one stuff. Yeah, the Transformers that I need to get back into when I was a kid. Like, I'm still finished watching all the Transformer movies with my friend. We just haven't had time to sit down. So I mean, it looks good. I mean, I that's all I can say. I'm like, sorry, like this. I feel like a child.
We got a couple KOs to go through, but just try to stick with us. But we're gonna move on to the next KO. This is a KO of the Unique Toys Challenger, which is their rendition of an Age of Extinction / Last Night Optimus Prime. I pre-ordered it. I like it. I'm getting it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Honestly, it's even weird that, and I'm sorry, I just gotta say this, but it's just even weird how third-party companies get, sometimes third-party companies get one-upped by KO companies. Like, how? How the fuck does this happen?
Well, this is a KO of Unique Toys Challenger, which is a third-party figure, and this is slightly improved and better painted.
But that's exactly my point.
Yeah, like another a KO I recently purchased is the KO of the Unique Toys Dragoon, aka their Last Night Megatron. I don't know why. I like the design, so I'm going to leave it there. And it's a little undersized because the Unique Toys one is bigger than the Unique Toys Challenger. So I mean, I was like watching reviews on it, and I was even watching some clips from the last night. Oh, well, then again, I do have it on my phone too, in my iTunes movies and stuff like that. So I'm like watching it. I'm like, Optimus and Megatron are practically the same height in this movie. Why the hell did they make them even bigger in the Unique Toys form? So, but yeah, and then this is like this challenge. This KO of the Unique Toys Challenger is the same height as the original, and just slightly improved and better painted. And honestly, I like the way it looks.
But yeah, but I mean, it's like I said, I don't get why. I just don't see how even third-party companies get one-upped by KO companies. You know, it's like you're third party. You're supposed to be making shit that's meant for adults.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
And making shit better than how Hasbro and Takara could make it.
Yep. Chris, any opinions?
Oh, it looks nice. God, I think even Quinn would like something. Something like this for her because she really likes Optimus Prime.
And on top of that, for the price, this is cheaper than the actual one. And Show Z Store, which they have not sponsored this episode, by the way. they're really good. They do fucking great. They treat you right. They got this down to a pat, and they're awesome. I've got all three of the Seekers from them and plenty more figures, which I will discuss next month. But moving on to more of our bad and uglier KOs. This first one is off Sir Toys called the Ants Combiner.
The fuck is this shit? What the fuck? Oh my god.
It looks like someone took their fish and oh wait, that was just one of those that I saw. Well, I mean, I don't know. It just looks fucking weird.
It's fucking weird.
It's like someone,
dude, this is
like
a straight up
took
Fisher Price
their
knockoff.
fish, a bee, and maybe an ant, and just made them fuck, and then they shit this out or something. I don't know.
Chris, I love what you said. This is straight up Fisher Price knockoff.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a Fisher Price knockoff. This is just plastic trash.
So ridiculous.
There's no Dusty Warpath still. He has not brought back the Dusty Warpath.
That's right. Yeah, Dusty Warpath. Oh,
yeah, shout out to Dusty Warpath.
JJ, did you just look at this? JJ. What the fuck happened to him?
Don't mute your mic. All right. Question. That is the rule to learn from now on. What'd you say?
We're on another KO. It's called the Ants Combiner.
Are you talking about that one image, the KO combiner?
Yeah, the KO Combiner, which is the Ants Combiner. It's the in the notes. It's in the KO corner.
Yes, I'm on it.
Yeah, after Unique Toys Cybertron Cavaliers BS 03, it'd be Ants Combiner.
So they turn into one giant ant.
Are you looking at it?
Yeah.
It looks. What's your opinion on that?
I mean, the one ant looks like a ripoff of like Iron Man.
Oh, it does. No, the face almost looks like a catfish. Like, just,
please don't. No, I can't look at this no more.
It just. Oh god, these things are ugly too.
Let me open up the other one so I can have it on my screen.
It looks ridiculous.
I'd rather take a Taco Bell shit on these fucking ugly ass things.
I don't even eat Taco Bell.
Oh, wait till you guys see the next one. Oh my,
I'm
Oh,
looking
shit.
at it.
oh my god.
I don't know how to feel about this. What is John? How'd you find these?
Sir Toys, man, they're the most well-known knockoff purchasing site on the internet.
What the fuck is this? And then the one after.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Actually, the one after it isn't too bad. Okay, that's not too bad.
Holy shit! Someone turned Bumblebee into Batman.
Oh god.
Fucking
Jesus
it makes like a
Christ. This is
Spider-Man.
Dollar General bullshit right here.
That's worse
Na
than
na 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 Batman.
head is still fucked. It's not even red. And that's what bothers me. It's not even red.
You know what's sad though? I could literally make this figure because what it is an Age of Extinction Bumblebee with a Batman head on it.
Yes.
And I
Yep.
do have the figure on top of that somewhere. Oh my god. This is fucking great. The car one looks great. I mean, everything else just looks like the whole Batman motif just looks like complete trash.
You know, it's worth. It's like they like kicked Spider-Man in the nuts because it's like none of him is fucking matching at all. Batman's
oh my
like
god.
they're like, yeah, Batman's gonna match. Oh shit, we ran out of dye for Spider-Man. Just make it blue. Just make it blue and black. That's
Phantom.
literally.
Yeah.
I found this one on Sir Toys.
Oh
Whoever
my-
did this one, it's like, oh my god, this is like some cheap ass Dollar General Easter gift basket shit. Like they're not even trying at this point.
Did you send him a new one?
Did you send me a link, Chris?
Yeah, I sent the link.
Let me look at my messages real quick.
Oh
Let's see
god, it's horrible.
I want to see it now.
Oh my god!
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty interested in seeing it.
Just throw it. Just.
Hold on, JJ. Hold on, bud.
It's so fucking cheap.
Oh god, I'm scared.
It's like they're not even trying.
Oh
Oh my god!
you know the image,
Great! Oh,
John. You know the image I sent. Oh,
oh my god!
what the fuck is this?
Look, kill with fire! Oh.
Is that supposed to be the fucking? Is that supposed to be the fucking Predator from Alien? It's like they glued it to the hood. It's a fucking hood ornament, but on the wrong side. Bro, what the fuck is this?
Oh, Chris, great find,
Damn,
man. I
it looks
love
like a
it.
5-year-old put this together.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
it does.
This is great. This is nightmare fuel. I love it.
Dude,
It's
this is
so
like
hideous.
this looks like something that would crawl on the fucking walls and then ask for like a block of butter. That's what this looks like.
I would send this to Crispy. I would put material for your horror story.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
Dude, I just thought of something. What if you get all the off-brand shit and just call it the fucking gore formers?
Oh my god, that's fucking great, Chris.
Batman.
Great fucking find, man. That's great.
Dude, I forgot how fun it is to look at Sir Toys and just see all the bullshit they got.
Oh yeah, they got so much crap on here.
Oh
But,
god.
Oh, John, you know that image I sent you? The impossible mouthful Kirby.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, if we have time, I would like to talk a little bit about that game.
All right, yeah, we definitely will. But moving on to this other KO. After that, Nightmare Fuel, which Chris, I applaud you. That was great. That was great.
Well, that was just a last second thing. I just see this green looking thing. I clicked on it out of curiosity, and
It looks like it eats butter. That looks like its job. It eats butter, and you never get the butter back. There's no
it
way.
looks like it just drinks off-brand versions of Mountain Dew all the time.
It looks like it drinks bleach.
It looks like someone took
It
a
eats
praying
Tide Pods
mantis
and
and
drinks
just.
bleach.
It looks like someone took a praying mantis just dissolved or just changed up its DNA, and now it's like this monstrosity.
I can't help but like look at the head, and it looks like they're trying to rip off the alien predator, and it's like if you look at the head, it looks like the head of Predator that they took off, spray painted green again, and then just glued it on the wrong side of the hood.
Oh God, this is great.
Oh shit, Hanson, do you remember these?
Oh God.
I know, dude. These things are hilarious looking. Thor has seen some serious shit.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, we talked about this on the past show, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Oh my
Can
God.
I see him?
Yeah, I'll send it to you, JJ. Hold on a second, bud.
Oh yeah, this has got Dusty Warpath.
Ah, Dusty Warpath. Love that guy.
I'm scared.
All right, for these.
Oh my God! He looked like Loki. I took the wrong medicine. This ain't weed. This is crack.
Oh my God, this is great.
It's basically like Mexican Thor right there.
We shall go to Asgard. I had asked if we take a nap.
Asgard. I can't do the voice anymore. I used to be able to do that.
Oh, then me amo es Thor.
Do it like he's talking. How would he talk to Loki? How would fucking Loki sound? I mean, the multiverse of madness is a thing. Crackhead Thor.
And this is madness.
I want to see Crackhead Thor.
Crackhead.
Oh yes, Crackhead Thor.
I do cocaine and shoot lightning bolts out of my penis.
Oh God.
So Hanson, what are these other KOs? These police car looking KOs?
No, they're like. It seems like to me there's some sort of original concept and idea, and they look. I don't know how I feel about them. They look so.
Have a shield.
The vehicle mode is okay, but
Yeah,
the
the
robot
vehicle
modes
looks great.
suck.
Robot ones look like a bunch of. Looks like some child is like just got a bunch of parts and it just started craggling all these parts to create some sort of hideous looking robots. And then the car robot's got this oversized head. He's probably like, so guys, I'm the brains of this unit. Whatever I say, I do. Some shit like that. And then you got this short guy. Either he's a midget or he just was born with a sore spine.
Somebody took someone.
This
You know
guy-
that's what happened? He took the ram sticks from his head and put it in his head.
You know, it's funny. It looks like the short guy in the corner, right? He looks like it looks like Longo, but more pissed off because he's still the dick and asshole.
I mean, they're not
Oh,
as bad
shit.
as the other monstrosity, but
Here's that KO Optimus Prime I was talking about, the blue one.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah. But yeah, this
opening.
It looks like Prime came down with the blues.
I like it just because it's different.
it looks really cool though. I'm not gonna lie. My name is Sad Prime, guys. I'm just so sad. Autobots transform and roll out.
Depression Prime. Oh shit, they got like that see-through plastic.
The fuck? What kind of like?
Oh, these are cool.
Bumblebee, I took the wrong lead paint. This dude like
Autobots, this is my brother. His name is Depression Prime.
That's what he looks like. He looks like he just sits in the fucking room. I'm not rolling up today.
Well, stop being so depressed. Be more optimistic. I'm not like you. You know, this is why Mom hated you.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Go to your room. Go sit in the fucking corner.
That was fucked up.
No, man, it'd be more like, no, this is why Alpha Trion hates you.
This is why the Allspark didn't choose you.
Oh god.
This is why Primus chose me to be a Prime and not you.
Oh god. Oh.
I don't even know why you're here. Like, you're supposed to be in the trash can.
Damn.
Oh, wait, no, you're supposed to go to the trash compactor today. All right, chip, chip, cheerio, go, go. What are you waiting for? You got no family and friends. That's so
Oh,
fucking
wow.
evil.
Bro, that's fucked up.
Wow.
Now he's gonna go commit suicide like Dusty Warpath did not that long ago.
That's fucked. He's gonna go jump in the trash compactor a little early.
All right.
Shit.
Prime, do you remember your brother? What brother?
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Uncle Optimus, what
Man,
happened? What happened to cousin?
Man in here. Woo!
What happened to Uncle Blue? So
That's terrible. Oh my god.
hey guys, I got a new microwave.
Bro, that's fucked.
Wow. All right. Woo! Woo!
I'm not evil, I swear.
All right, let's
Sure about that?
let's move along here. Whew, I
Move
don't know
along.
if
Move along.
we're gonna be recovering from this one, everybody. Anyways, we move on to our other favorite segment of the month. I've been waiting for this segment. Asshole of the month.
Do, 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 do.
Who would like to start?
Me.
All right, go ahead, JJ.
I can't say your name, and hopefully you probably will never find this. Fuck you, boss man. Fuck you. COVID, my gases went up again. So yeah, it's COVID gas and my boss. And that bitch.
Well, here's the thing. COVID isn't the reason why gas prices are going up. It's
no,
because of our dumbass president.
It's because of Mr. Biden. Sleepy Biden. I can't believe it.
Sleepy shit, pants
Sleepy
shitting
Jeff.
Biden.
No, I don't know why. Also, to every asshole that comes to my store, ever since 7-Eleven bought us out, we've been getting all the a-holes of my town. And I don't know fucking why.
Damn.
Yeah, like I'm so glad. I can't wait to get done with college to fucking leave.
Yeah. So yeah, damn right, dude. Get out of there as soon as you can.
I'm trying.
So you go with your assholes?
Yeah.
Who's next?
Me.
Me. For all you motherfuckers on the road, you better stop that bullshit that you're trying to pull. If you're trying to get money out of me just because you want to cause a wreck and, make it look like it's my fault, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. And if you're not from here, go back to where you came from. Because I'm fucking tired of your bullshit.
I low-key want to ask, like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, well, everyone is either swerving in front of me, on my ass, or they don't let me over and I almost get hit.
A semi-truck
Or-
did that to me the other day.
Oh, shit, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like this one time, this one 18-wheeler wouldn't let me the fuck over. I'm like, bitch, you better fucking move.
Oh, I had something like that happen to me the other day when I was going in for work.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, and this one takes the cake too. So, I think I was going toward my girlfriend's house, and this motherfucking 18-wheeler swerves into my lane, and I have to honk to get him to go back because I'm not kidding. This dude was like halfway into my lane and almost ran me into the fucking wall. But that's okay.
Damn.
If my car gets damaged, it's on him, and he gets to
Yeah.
pay for that shit.
Yep.
I said this to my grandma. If someone like fucks up my Ford Ranger Edge, they're gonna give me a brand new thing. And my grandma said the insurance company won't pay for that because of how old of a model. I'm like, they better pay for it.
Well, here's my thing. If the other person doesn't take responsibility, I'll be like, I bet I'll sue your ass until you take care of this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely one asshole of the month. I don't really think I have any others, to be honest. And if I do, I'll just touch on it next month.
All right, Chris.
Oh, my asshole of the month is FedEx because I'm going to keep the story short. In the first week of January, I bought my G.I. Joe Cobra Terradrome for my collection, vintage playset, and bought it. And the shipping and handling was done with FedEx. And basically, I just now got it in the mail a couple days ago because apparently, long story short, the package got lost. And then eventually, weeks later, they found it. They sent me pictures to see if I still wanted it or if I wanted a refund, which it was still good to go. Then they put it in a new box and sent it to me because apparently the label on top of the original box got accidentally ripped off and lost. So after a couple of phone calls, text messages, and emails with the person that I bought it from on eBay and with FedEx, basically got it straightened out and I got it in the mail. But honestly, this is like this was such a pain in the ass to deal because of FedEx's jackassery. So I was like, I thought, you know what? This is the only second time I've used FedEx in my entire life. First time I used FedEx, everything was smooth, perfectly fine. But the second time, with how things went and how long it took, was absolute bullshit. And I will never use FedEx ever again because they damn near ruined this for me. And yeah, it could have been a lot worse. And yeah, I would have gotten a refund, but I still would have been pissed about it. And even though it finally showed up on my doorstep and, it's now in my collection, even so, this should have been in my collection weeks ago. Like, it should have only took 2 or 3 weeks to get here, but instead it took well over a month and a half, and that was
Damn.
bullshit. But the guy I bought it from on eBay, he has like a comic book toys and collectibles type of store in New York State, so he was a big help in helping me get this from FedEx back to my place. So shout out to that guy. And so yeah, this was a big pain in the ass.
Wasn't Chris? Wasn't another asshole of the month was the for the Ghostbusters collection of the price of that?
Ghostbusters collection?
Yeah, that new Ghostbusters collection that's coming out for like Ghostbusters 1, 2, and then Afterlife. For the price that they're asking for that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you for reminding me.
Yeah,
Did I send you a link for the
Yeah, you
price of
did.
that?
Yeah,
How
you
much
did.
was
Like,
it? Do you remember?
200 and something.
Okay, so Amazon and Sony are asshole of the month as well because
Amazon's
there's
always
this, right? Well, the billionaire there is lost his fucking mind when he went up into space. So Amazon and Sony and Columbia Pictures are assholes of the month because they just came out with this collector's series box set of Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, all on Blu-ray with a bunch of bonus stuff inside. And the case that all of it is in, it's made to look like a ghost trap from Ghostbusters. So when you open it up, all the discs and the little booklet are inside, and when you pull them out, there's a green light at the bottom to make it look like it's open, like in the movies. So that's really cool, but the price for that set is $260. Now,
Are you serious?
if it was, because you can also get it on Blu-ray 4K disc as well. But I mean, I just want the standard Blu-ray high definition format in that box set. But even so, it's the average price for that box set of Ghostbusters is $260. Now, if it had been, say, like maybe $120, that would be a lot more reasonable. But still, that price of $260 can kiss my ass. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
It is.
Because there's exclusive content on that set that no other DVD or Blu-ray for Ghostbusters Afterlife or any other Ghostbusters movie is going to have. Like, if you want all that exclusive stuff, you have to get this box set, which I think is bullshit, but maybe I can get lucky and try to find it somehow at a lower price in the future. Or maybe I'll get lucky and all that exclusive bonus content will be uploaded onto YouTube at some point down the road. I don't know. So, but in the meantime, fuck Amazon, fuck Sony, and fuck that price. So those would be my two assholes of the month. Man, fuck y'all.
Nice. Well, ready for my assholes. My asshole of the month.
Is one of them your uncle?
Of the month has to go to my uncle. And
Called
thank
it.
God he doesn't listen to this show. Because to my uncle, you are the biggest man-child on the face of the fucking earth.
No
Get a
shit.
real goddamn fucking job, grow up, clean up, and stop looking like a goddamn fucking pedophile. And stop being such a judgmental fucking asshole, especially against the people who I'm with, or even against being judgmental against the people I'm with, whether it be my friends or girlfriend. And you know another thing, buddy? You can go fuck yourself. Next time you ask me for anything, I'm not even giving you a fucking dime, a fucking cent, or even a goddamn time of day at this point. And another thing, the next time you need a fucking goddamn oil change, why don't you come a little bit fucking earlier instead of an hour before I have to do the goddamn fucking podcast? You fucking overrated piece of shit. My grandfather will be turning over his fucking grave for the type of person you have become, which, quite frankly, is not a very good person.
Damn, bro.
Dude, like I feel like that was being held up for like that was like holding a shit in a meeting, and you finally get to use the
Exactly.
restroom.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
You need some holy water, water, John.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I might have a couple of demons still in there too. Just saying.
I'll send over some holy water. I got a cup of it in my living room.
Your uncle sucks cocks in hell.
Well,
Oops, sorry, that one slipped out a little bit.
Damn.
We're gonna have some laughs with Beetlejuice.
well, we kind of think he might be that way, but we are not 100% sure yet.
Whoa!
You think your uncle could actually be a pedophile?
No. I mean, fruity.
Oh, okay. now I
Hey
got
guys, it's me.
you.
Hey, Uncle Jim. Okay, I'm done. Oh god.
Another thing. You're nothing but a goddamn fucking 40-year-old virgin who's never had a. The only pussy you've ever had was your fucking cat.
That was the joke I had.
Oh, shit.
You know what's worse, John? That was why I was like, the only pussy he had is something to do with cat. And John said that. I'm like, what the? Wait, what? Get out of my head, John. I'm probably even finding. I'm your fucking demon.
Damn.
Oh man, I feel a lot better now. Woo! Thank God I did this shit.
Like I said, it's
Asshole
like
of the month, where you can relieve your stress by just
I didn't say much about my boss.
screaming and yelling about whatever asshole is ruining your life.
Because miraculously, if this bitch finds this, I'm probably fucked for like the rest of the month, and then I'll get another job. So Not too bad.
Well, I mean, on top of that, we only have like 666 subscribers that probably listen to this, so we're good in that department.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Lucifer. I feel like Lucifer would be very happy with us right now.
Oh, damn right he would be. He'll be partying right now. You know, like getting drunk off his ass. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my birthday's next month.
Oh well, happy early birthday, bud.
Thank you. John, if you're
Yeah.
still around, I'm collecting people for. I'm thinking about getting a couple of boys together.
Mhm.
And for a video, I might do like how people like watch something and drink if a certain thing happens.
Right. Yeah.
I might get a couple of people do that. So you're on the list.
Okay. Nice. Nice. And I guess, well, still on the topic of asshole of the month, I guess. COVID, inflation, fucking gas prices, Sleepy Joe. That's about it. But I felt like my uncle was stressing me out more than anything, to be honest, and his assholiness. So, yep.
Sorry, I got like a video I'm gonna look for.
Mhm.
You stall a little bit longer.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
It's for Joe.
Oh,
It's an animated video someone made.
I'll have to check it out. But so now we get to 13 questions. Is our guest ready for them?
Yes, I'm actually.
Is my co-host?
Are you sure?
She answers, she shall deliver.
Oh boy,
Yes.
I'm ready for the 13 questions.
All right. Question number 1: what is your preferred name or nickname?
Jimmy. Usually everybody knows me by Jimmy, but that's Jimmy. So
Okay. All right. What year were you born?
2001.
Oh
Damn,
wow.
You're a young blood, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Thought Tyler was a young blood. Damn, you're young, man.
So surprisingly, all the knowledge I know, but my age conflicts with that.
Fuck, dude, you make me feel old. Stop that shit.
Hey, and what's worse is y'all didn't think about it because we were all having the same conversation, same reaction, and it's just I said my year, and you're all like, "Oh, what the fuck?" That's the worst part.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, what is your favorite kind of food or meal?
Meatloaf and mac and cheese.
Oh nice. I love meatloaf.
My grandma makes homemade meatloaf.
Oh, do you have it with the red sauce on top?
She doesn't do it like that. But my mom did, and
Oh,
hers is just as good. But I do not. My mom gets no grace from me.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love the end piece where it's slightly crispy on the end. Oh, that's my favorite piece.
Oh, don't even start.
I know, right, man? Oh, so
Fucking
good.
meatloaf. I want to go
So-
to a meatloaf convention, bro.
So, the next question: what is your favorite color?
Lime green.
Okay. All right.
Lime green?
Yeah, lime green.
Green. Okay.
Oh, nice.
It's my one of my channel's brand names, like brand colors.
Nice.
Top hat, my logo. What a shitty quality image. I have a better one and I couldn't find it.
So, what is your favorite kind of music?
I listen to almost anything. What I least listen to is rap. But
Well, good thing you didn't watch the Super Bowl show then. So,
Yeah, really.
yeah,
um
it was shitty anyway. So,
recently I've been listening to Crazy Train. The Boys Are Back in Town.
ooh,
Well, I got like a. Oh, give me 1 second. There we go. Johnny B. Good.
ooh.
Ballroom Blitz.
Oh,
You Killed the Radio Star. Mr. Blue Sky. Blitzkrieg
Yes.
Bop. Constantinople. I can't fucking say the word for that one. Constantinople. I'm gonna be 500 miles. Devil Went Down to Georgia. Uranium Fever. Yeah. That's what I've been listening to. My playlist changes every now and then, but that's
Nice.
this week.
Joe, what was it? Motley Crue, Smoking in the Boys' Room.
Motley Crue, Smoking in the Boys' Room. Recommendation?
Recommendation. And Jonah Jets, I Love Rock and Roll, or
I love rock and roll.
Yep, and then what's the other one? I Hate Myself for Loving You. I don't know why. I like that song. It's a pretty good one.
I don't know how new this song is.
Mhm.
It's called The Buggles. Video Killed the Radio Star. I like it.
That's a good one too.
So you know that song. I really like that song.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. But moving right along here, what is your collection based on, or what kind is it?
So, I guess the closest collection I have is Lego, but like I don't do it like how you would guys do. And coins. I collect old coins.
But
Wait, what do you mean by that with Lego?
Well, I'll buy Lego sets and I'll place them up on my shelf. But recently they've been staying together. I have a giant tub of Legos of all the sets that I used to have.
So, like, what years are we talking about when it comes to Legos?
The ones that I really want to go back and collect that aren't anymore is the rock monsters.
Oh, I remember those.
Oh god, that was like my childhood. And then I got lucky and I found the you remember the space people, the one I can't remember what they were called, but it was the blue guy. I found him again and he's fallen apart somewhere in the box because I got that a little early on.
okay. Nice.
But yeah, I usually it comes down to I used to start trying to collect Marvel Lego sets, but that didn't happen. So far, my goals are for all Lego sets is the Black Pearl, one of the Lego Death Stars, and the Millennium Falcon, which I had before years ago, and some asshole kid, when he was throwing a fit with the staff, threw a fit in the corner, and literally, it was one of those moments where I'm like, no, and he sat down in his fit and fucking sat down on my finished building Millennium Falcon.
Oh.
It fucking exploded. And he's like, I am so sorry, man. I'm like, bro, no. It's because the staff and him were fighting. And he sits down in the corner like a little bitch and breaks my fucking staff.
Was it the 1,000 piece one, the major collector one?
Ultimate Collector, actually.
I don't know. It was a lot of pieces. I speed kind of build, so it should have took me like 2 days, and it took me like half a day to do.
Oh, John, are you talking about the one where it's like really, really detailed
Yeah,
for adult collectors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's pretty big. I
No,
know what you're talking about.
Is that one come with Lego figures?
I think the collector ones sometimes they do and sometimes they don't.
No, then more likely it wasn't the collector one because it came with
Oh, yours was probably like the regular one for
It still was
kids.
a long, big build. It was still a big build.
Oh, did you beat that kid's ass?
At the time, I didn't know how to fight.
But now you would have whooped that little fucker's ass.
Oh yeah. The thing is like he immediately apologized because it wasn't like ironically, me and him, that kid got in a fight for a different reason before I left that place.
Oh man.
He was just having a pissy day, and I said something.
Well, I mean, he kind of deserved for you to tell him off like that for smashing your Millennium Falcon.
And that was like stuff my CPS kept all the stuff my grandma was sending me. And that was the place I got almost all of it.
Yeah, and like honestly, like if that was me, I would have taken shit from anyone. You know, someone pisses me off.
Oh, you have no idea. Like if I threw a fit about that, I would have gotten in trouble that day. CPS
Wait, why
is not
that?
CPS is not a very fun place.
What is it?
CPS is Child Protective Services.
Oh, well, okay. So,
Oh shit.
Yeah, that that took a dark corner.
okay.
I still
That's
have
alright.
pieces. I still have pieces from that Millennium Falcon in that tub. I can't build it back because half those pieces actually broke in half.
Oh.
So I have little bits and pieces of that Millennium Falcon in there. What's next
Yeah.
one?
Moving on. So, what got you into collecting, like Lego or collecting your coins?
I don't know. I collected coins. I don't know where. It's like kind of fascinating to
Mhm.
me because like if you can find something from an old piece of history, and I guess you could call this my other collection. I collect old tech as well as soon as I can, unless my grandma like throws a big enough fit that I can't keep it.
Sure.
And I mean, I just like older things. And then when it comes to Legos I grew up with, so that's why.
Okay.
That's understandable.
And it's
Well,
usually
you said older tech. What do you mean by older tech? Like appliances and electronics?
yeah. Like there's this my friend who I recently became friends with the last couple of months again with. Their boyfriend was given by some their friend's family member a little tiny military grade TV screen with this ham radio and shit on it, and I was like, "Why?" Shit like that is like I collect. I want to try to start collecting reel to reels, stuff like that, like old floppy disk, that stuff.
You should look into getting some laser discs because Laserdisc was the technology and format that made DVD and then eventually Blu-ray possible.
Yeah.
Because I've got some laser discs in my collection. I got E.T. and Jurassic Park and a couple others.
I didn't know a laser disc existed for a long time. I knew everything around Laserdisc, which pissed me off a little bit.
What
What
that's
was
the
your-
funny thing.
what-
I didn't know Laserdisc was a real thing because like I thought it was just something made up for a regular show. But then I found out, oh shit, that's actually a thing.
So,
So
what was your reaction when you saw an actual laser disc and how big it really is?
Me?
Yeah.
I saw one in a store, but I couldn't buy it. Plus, it was too expensive. But I was like, "What?" Because it looks like a enlarged disc that I just threw in Gmod and enlarged. But it's like they look so clean. The good ones do look so clean.
Yeah, man, that was the thing. Like, if you in like the '90s, like if you were say like if you were a big fan of a particular movie and you wanted the best, highest quality,
Of it?
whatever to watch it, yeah, you went with Laserdisc because a Laserdisc would give you the best picture and sound quality, better than a VHS tape at the time. But it was expensive as hell, though. But back then, if you had a Laserdisc player, stereo surround sound system with a big TV, dude, that meant you were the shit back then and you had money to burn.
Everybody coming down to your house.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got the first Jurassic Park movie on Laserdisc as a collector's item. You want to know how much I got that for?
How much?
I got that thing for like $2.
damn.
Back in the day when that first came out, that would have been like $120.
Yeah.
But the Laserdisc player alone would have been like maybe somewhere between $200 or maybe close to $400.
You know what's weird though? Like they're bringing some of the old stuff back, like vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl's still popular too.
Did I ever tell y'all that I actually? Okay, so I had this idea, right? Is it possible to put a YouTube video on a VHS tape? I did it. I got old VHS recorder, hooked up my Xbox to it, a bunch of other cords. The cords were the most expensive part. and I recorded the first couple the first like all the episodes of Lord Bung's confinement episode, like all the episodes for confinement on a VHS tape. And I have that over there in the corner. I have the power to record anything I want on VHS tape.
Damn.
I would like to see how this works.
Oh, it's a headache.
I bet.
Sounds like a headache.
Because I had to figure out the idea was, okay, so VHS tape, how the fuck did you even record with that? That's what I need to figure it out at the time. All right.
How do you record? How do you record something onto a tape?
Yeah, on a VHS tape. I figured that out. I just felt
okay.
stupid when I did. I was like, is it really this simple? Why the fuck was I thinking it was this complex bullshit? So if with
I don't know.
anybody,
Probably because everything sounds complex when it really isn't.
the idea was it is a video format. If people can convert VHS tapes to DVD and on computer, then there is a way to backwards do it. My next goal is to put a video on vinyl for no fucking reason.
Nice.
But no,
Well, I mean, technically it would be a reason. It's for shits and giggles.
So Chris, I guess one of these days I have to like do a small. I've been wanting to do a video on YouTube how to do, but I don't even remember half the shit I bought. It's all in a bag in a corner, so it stays in one place. Because I wanted an extra. I got a box TV to do this shit. By the way.
Oh, you mean like an older TV?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Just for the nostalgia.
Nice.
I had a TV that I bought from a place that they keep TVs, and the recording, whoever had that TV fucked up the thing, and I took the TV apart because it had a recorder inside of it. That's what I used to record some thing. But the video recorder fucked up, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? I take it apart, and I see there's this one piece that's broken, and I'm like, all right, I put this bitch back together, and I'm gonna take it back. I never told them I took it apart. I just said it just stopped working.
Oh.
Because it was already shitty. But I no longer have a box TV.
Blinking red again.
Because that was my third one I
Blinking red
bought.
again.
I remember seeing there was the time where we had both VHS tapes and DVD. You know, and then they had those players where you could go either or, and you could alternate. I remember my mom almost bought me for my birthday. At the time, it was a brand new TV, and it had a built-in DVD player and VHS player right underneath the TV. It was an all-in-one thing. And a friend of hers.
Oh yeah, I've seen something like that before.
A friend of hers. Well, here's the thing. A friend of hers told her, don't buy that for him because it's one of those things where if something breaks inside of it, the whole thing is just going to be broken. And it's going to be a bitch to repair.
I mean, the TV I got, it just couldn't record or play movies anymore.
Oh.
So there was this thing that spinned inside of it. Someone before me, whoever left that TV there at the place, this isn't really my fault. I tried to fix it. I didn't have the power or the knowledge to fix it. But I figured out what was wrong with it. There was this little like button that wasn't clicking anymore because the thing that was in it fucked up. And that was just from me putting tapes in it. And I put them in the right way. I'm not a fucking idiot. I did that when I was a kid. I had experienced 3 more times before I did this. But I got the VCR recorder I got is a dual VCR recorder. It can also play DVDs.
Nice.
So it's over there in that little box over there. All nice and tight. So when I bust it out again, I can record some shit on it. And if the world goes to crap, I'll have some knowledge of the internet.
Nice. So, other than your clones and Legos, do you have any other collections besides your main collection?
No.
Okay.
Unless you unless you consider collecting parts that you see can be built into a prop count. Other than that, no.
Okay. All right. Chris can probably explain this question a little bit better. Have you done anything untoward for your collection?
Yeah, I need him to explain it. I read that like 5 times and still didn't understand what the question was.
All right, so
Basically means, did you steal?
yeah, did you like do something that you normally wouldn't do? Did you steal money from your dad's wallet or your mom's purse to buy a toy? Did you like do something really risque to get what you want? Did you like seriously shoplifted something for once in your life? You know, that's what it means.
Forgive me, Grandma, if you ever hear this. And Aunt Sarah, please don't be nosy. I mean, never to my collection, but I did steal a Lego set once. That was when I was real little.
What was that? A big one?
It was like a little one that I like kind of shoved in my shirt. I don't know how I got away with it.
Oh, nice.
We
got our first shoplifter on here. Nice.
Hell yeah!
Hey, I was a kid. I didn't understand what I was doing. No, I'm not a shoplifter. My mom's a bad influence. That's what I'm gonna say. But the closest thing that I've done risky to try that, like when it comes to old tech, I'll take things apart and try to fix it.
Nice.
And then like with that TV, I just said it stopped working. Because
So
it did.
You like to get old tech. You ever just see something on the side of the road and you just steal that motherfucker real quick?
If it's on the side of the road, nobody fucking wants it.
Nice.
But yeah, I've only done that. And that was when I was a real kid. I wasn't even here.
Nice.
I flipped out. I thought that like the detectors were gonna detect it. Is what I was fucking terrified of. But yeah, that was when I was like 10. Probably not the best time of my life anyway.
Mm.
Not because I did shit, just because of what happened.
Nice. What is your favorite and least favorite movie?
My favorite fucking movie. I talked about the last time I was here. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Nice.
Fucking love it. Eat it every day if I could. No, I couldn't. Then I would actually hate it. But I actually been trying to get that. That is also sided with War of the World.
Yes.
I've been trying to get the original DVD collection, the DVD collection of the VHS tape of all the seasons from the show.
Okay.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
My least favorite. Oh boy. I mean, I've never hated a movie. But like, if it comes down, it's not like I'm gonna say from the one point of time that I actually really didn't want to see shit of it again, because when I was in a place, the one dude, every time he was on shift, he'd make us watch it every single day. SpongeBob.
Movie?
Oh, he had all the seasons. Oh, you said it, he fucking had it. And we would sit there and watch it every single day he was on shift. Oh, I mean, I don't hate SpongeBob anymore, but I wanted to I didn't want to hear the fucking orange spun ever speak again. I was like that for like a couple of years, because that's how much I was only there for a couple months, and that's how long it took me to not want to hear SpongeBob's voice for years. I mean, see, that doesn't bother me, but like if you talk to that James, he would have been like, "Fucking, what did you say?" Ah! Oh God. I mean, that's the only time I think I've ever hated a show.
Guys, I think he's having Vietnam flashbacks right now.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I'm kind of like, I'm sitting there like, oh god. But like I can now. You know what? I haven't been able to sit down and watch SpongeBob, so maybe I still hate it. But I can joke about it and talk about prior episodes that were actually funny. But I just can't sit down and I haven't sit down and watched SpongeBob ever since then. I just go to my knowledge.
With the way it is nowadays, I wouldn't even bother. The episodes nowadays are so much more stupider than it was when I was younger.
There's only very few that come out that are actually worthy.
Which ones?
Disney, I can't remember. There was a show. I don't remember the name of it, but I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of got the old Cartoon Network style to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what it was, so I don't think it's on the air anymore because. But I just remember there's very few that ever come out that are somewhat okay. This is tolerable.
Right.
What I'm scared of right now is them recreating Jimmy Neutron. And it's going to be in 2D format. They're not even going to use the old computer format, which already kind of like says bad shit to me.
Yeah.
And I know it's like more towards kids and stuff, but that's still like that's going to hurt.
It really is, because like here's the thing, like they even made a sequel series to iCarly, and it's just it. I mean, I heard it's doing okay, but it's not doing very well. So
I remember God, I just it sucks to like know all this stuff when you're like growing up, because y'all can relate. I know you're all older than me, but I can still relate to y'all. Like I will watch things that like the Animaniacs.
Nice.
I actually a year or two ago, I sat down. I was in a Discord call. Bella had the song stuck in her fucking head because it's like Animaniacs, na na na, and because I would watch it every single day, and I was like, "Hey, I'm done with the series," and she's like, "Thank fucking God." She was so fucking relieved. Because I multitask. That's why I'm able to like consume large quantity of shows in the matter of time, because I could sit there and absorb it. Like a freaking maniac. That's why I was able to watch the entirety of South Park in the matter of 5 days. That's a lot. I'm not even attempted to go do Simpsons because of that. If I come back like if I come back, if y'all ever see me a photo and I turn yellow, you know I've watched the entirety of Simpsons. But like
I'm surprised my brother. I just gotta say this real quick. I'm surprised my brother hasn't turned yellow, because he loves The Simpsons.
I mean, Simpsons are great and all. I'd rather watch videos explaining all the lore at this point. That's why, like, I watched like some shows. Is like, right now, I need to stop procrastinating and finish the last of Evil Within. Not the Evil Within, Evil Dead show, because I like watched the first part of season 3 and I was like, I can't. I don't know. I saw something happen and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. But like I've watched Breaking Bad. I'll forget what I've watched because of how much I've watched. I can't wait till like one day when the world ends, they have to hook me up to computers and like get new Hulu and stuff. The Jimmy box is like matrix my brain to a computer. It's like, oh shit, how much fucking movies does this guy watch? Too many. No, like some of the stuff I'm afraid of now, because it's like, I'm like, are they gonna ruin it? Is it gonna have the same unique? And the sad thing, it doesn't. Not all things need to be rinse and repeat. You can have something
Exactly.
feel old and feel like it's to its natural self without like repeating it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Smiling Friends. That's a great ass example of like classic. If any of you watched Smiling Friends.
Nope.
Okay, now
I haven't even heard of it.
I've lost everyone in here. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Nice. What
John,
kind of fears or phobias do you have?
John, what I hate is now that I can hear SpongeBob in the background. I wish you didn't fake that. Please don't. Like I can hear it in my background, and I'm like, it's not real, Jimmy. SpongeBob is not there. I don't have any phobias that I know of yet. There's actually 2 fears you get when you're first born. I heard. I can't remember what the first one is, but the other one is a fear of falling. When you're first born, that's inherent. The rest of them are learned. Ironically, I found that funny. And yeah, so yeah, ironically, that is one of my fears. Is I actually death. I think death. Is the other one. And ironically, those are the only 2 that ever scare me a little bit. Like I'm not so scared of heights, but when you see me on a tall tower and I'm looking down, yeah, it doesn't make me feel comfortable.
Like,
Oh,
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling. That's completely.
yeah, that's what it is. It's like, now when I go jump in a pool, that's fine. If I go jump off a pool and I know I'm gonna be safe, I'm fine. But when you like stand on a giant tower and you look over there, you're like, if I fall, I'm gonna like turn into a fucking
Die.
watermelon. I'm gonna turn into a water balloon. It's so fucking me. My head's gonna crack open like a watermelon. I seen a video, somebody talking about like the first couple of seconds after you like fall in great detail. It's 1,000 Ways to Die. That's what I'm thinking of. Anybody watch that?
Yeah, I did.
Wait, watch which one?
1,000 Ways to Die.
No, but I've heard of it.
Oh boy. I gotta have to tie down John and make him watch it. I don't know why, John. I always pick on you. I'm sorry.
Alex?
I mean, I've looked at videos of hundreds and hundreds. Like, you know how they have videos on YouTube showing all the phobias, like visually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't. None of those has bothered me. So I have not found a phobia yet. There's probably one out there. Oh, okay. No, never mind. There's kind of one thing that bothers me in the world. Fucking parasites. I fucking hate those things. Get them away from me. They make me want to fucking curl up in a ball and die. Like I remember watching a video of someone hitting this spider with a book, and a worm crawls out its ass. A long ass worm. I fucking hate parasites. I mean, that's probably closest to a phobia or whatever. The parasite, because not too long ago I had a fucking nightmare where a parasite was trying to get into my body and I kept on ripping it out. But everything was in the view of looking under a microscope. It's fucking god awful, not HD. And like, because I've seen some movies, like those are the like really good movies to sit down and make me watch, because you'll see me fucking ants around like a fucking nervous wreck. But yeah, I hate parasites. I mean, I think that's all, but parasites are definitely one of the most things I hate. Like if I have a feeling there's gonna be a parasite somewhere, I'm like, all right, I'm not going over there. Oh, why not, Jimmy? There's probably a parasite under that fucking rock. I'm not going. I don't care.
What if someone calls you a pussy?
I would be like, yep, I am what I eat. Bye.
Best response ever.
I walk out the door so they couldn't say anything else. Oh God, parasites, like y'all. Parasites are fucking disgusting, evil little bastards of the world.
Next question. What was your first car?
I still have my first car, and it's technically not in my name, but so because of taxes. Is a 2003 Ford Ranger Edge. There was only a certain amount of these models made, actually. I didn't know that, but yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's why I want to keep it as long as I can. Add the original parts. I can no longer paint it because I put it in the How to Stupid video, and it's red. And I wanted to paint my comic stuff on it. And I can't do that anymore because of continuity, and I'm like, fuck. So
final question: do you attend Comic-Cons, and if so, what has been your favorite Comic-Con so far?
I've attended in the total of 2 Comic-Cons. When I finally got into a stable place here, aka where I'm at now, I was able to go to 2 Comic-Cons, right? Like a year or 2 before the pandemic. Yeah, it was a year or 2 before the pandemic. I fucking loved it. You know that shirt that I showed you?
Yeah.
The one with the Daleks? There's these 2 old people. They were at both Comic-Cons. I was so happy to see them again. There's these old people. They make those shirts like ball. They call them the fucking, what was it called? Bowling shirts. And I could have got one with a pocket or the 2 long sleeves. So what I did is I got what the least amount of people got, which was the Daleks and stripes. So my shirt is probably one of the very unique ones that they have made. And they sent it in the mail, and I need to get their card again. And I hope to God they're doing okay, and I hope they're still alive. Because what's going to happen is that I almost ripped that shirt the other day, and I was like, fuck, there's probably a hole in it somewhere now, and I don't know it, which makes me sad. But that is my favorite shirt. And every Comic-Con I will ever go to, I will wear that shirt.
Nice.
And I think it was called the Grand Strand Comic-Con. Because I'm over here at South Carolina, and like that, it was at the beach, so it's Grand Strand. And there, I wanted an Infinity Gauntlet, and one of the guys had an Infinity Gauntlet, and he was sitting at the table, and I was being nosy, and I was looking over there. He was like fucking around with the fingers, and he forced it to do the middle finger, and it was fucking just at the time, at my humor, to me, that was fucking hilarious. Because the glove was like, it wouldn't let him do it naturally, so he kind of like had to make it do it naturally.
Right.
He didn't have to break it. It just wouldn't do it. But I love Comic-Con. I really wish I had enough money to go to another. I mean, I probably do, but I want to go to the next Comic-Con that's near me. And maybe you know what? One day I might see one of you at a Comic-Con. Possible, but yeah, I love Comic-Con. I have some photos of a guy that was dressing up as a Spider-Man. Somebody had Ghostbusters. There were all the Ghostbusters there, and they actually had like built replicas of the devices. And I have a picture of me. This is before I got the shirt, holding one of the replicas and acting like a Ghostbuster. Greatest fucking thing ever.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And I showed it also. I talked to them a little bit, and I showed them in long. I'm gonna make this short as possible. I have a comic, and there's a certain character that has a time machine thanks to another character. Well, he accidentally got the plans of a time machine. The first time machine is built almost like a different version of like if the Ghostbusters was a time traveling car. So it's like because the Echo One is made out of a hearse, right? So it's kind of ideally modeled after that. And I was talking about that. They actually love. I have a drawing out. I could send in the chat later. They absolutely loved it. And when that car gets destroyed, it actually gets split off. Which I didn't know Back to the Future did that time because I didn't remember. And then the second model of the car is based off the DeLorean when he makes a new one. But I so bad want a DeLorean. But yeah, Comic-Con's great. If I had more comic stuff done, I would actually, have a booth in one.
Well, that concludes the 13 questions.
Y'all were saying this was like nightmare hell fuel. What were you, Crispy, feeding me lies?
Possibly.
Y'all made it sound like I was gonna like undergrow, like fucking facing the Hulk in my current form. I don't know. I couldn't make of a joke. It's bad. Sorry.
All right, so we got a couple of discussion topics that I kind of just came up with. The Book of Boba Fett was, I'm pretty sure most of us have seen it.
Nope.
Um,
I have no idea it existed until it started being talked about on YouTube. So I know nothing. I am sorry. I apologize. I know nothing.
Damn it, James, you bum.
the real question is, did we love it? Did we hate it? Or was it meh?
This will probably determine if I go watch it. Everyone's reply here.
Okay, I'm gonna make this short and sweet and spoiler free for our boy here. Our poor innocent clueless boy. So I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. But what I hate is people bashing it. And
Like me?
I thought that was, yeah. And,
Beat him
that
up.
one
Fight
meme
him.
you sent me,
Do it
John?
to the death.
Yeah. You are a fucking prick, man. You uncultured swine. You have no idea how awesome that certain
If he like
someone
this answers
is.
the call right now, I would be surprised. Ugh.
Go ahead, Tom.
But yeah, John, I know we still have that deal, but you still haven't watched Clone Wars, so you have no idea how badass that certain someone is that showed up in the Book of Boba Fett. So, yeah, you uneducated prick.
Thank you, buddy. Aw, I love you too.
Ew, you fucking gay or something? Like,
As
Jesus.
you hear a
Hey,
disconnect
hey,
sound.
it's not gay if you're wearing socks, remember?
Oh, I'm still wearing
Yeah,
socks,
whatever.
bro. I can do whatever I want in this call with no precaution. Stroke.
And it's funny. All right, but Chris, what did you think of it?
No, I thought it was really good. A couple of little
Thank
things
you.
here and there that I think could have been better, but overall, I'm not gonna let the little things bother me. It was still really a lot of fun to watch. I had a great time watching every episode once a week.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean,
It'll be fine. It was good.
Hey, John.
yeah, go ahead.
I have I want to say something after the Boba Fett thing real quick.
Okay. All right. Well, my opinion about it, it was all right. It was all right. I think the episodes with Mando was the best because he's I like the Mandalorian. Pretty fucking cool. I think it's awesome that Tamir, what's his
Tamir
name?
Morrison.
Yeah, that guy came back as Boba Fett because it just seems like it just kind of makes it more and more canon that that's who he was, more including from Attack of the Clones and stuff like that going forward. And I mean, I think the one characters I really didn't care for were the mods. Those guys, they were shitty individuals. They were crappy, to be honest. I like that Boba Fett made a connection with the Rancor, and also just some of the cameo of it was Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool. I like
Machete.
Yep. and then I also, the one thing that bothers me about Luke, right, is that he went to free his. At the end of Return of the Jedi, he was attached to his father, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was attached to his dad, but yet he's starting a new Jedi Order, and then he's still doing the same thing. That he's being completely hypocritical of himself for having an attachment to his dad after his dad.
Okay, I will level with you. That's one of my biggest gripes is why the hell is Luke saying attachments are forbidden or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
bro, you literally ended the original trilogy with attachments. What the fuck did they do?
Exactly.
You know?
It's like how much Jedi stuff did he learn from end of episode 6, the time when he picked up Grogu and Mandalorian, and then into now? Like how much knowledge did he retain? And and did Ahsoka teach him anything from the old Jedi? This is supposed to be the new Jedi.
You know what? I think that, and this is just my guess, and I really hate to say it because Ahsoka is one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars and all that, but she might have. That's probably where the whole attachments are forbidden shit came from, is because that's what she was told. Not necessarily by Anakin, but but probably by Obi-Wan and Mace Windu and Yoda and maybe Plo Koon, but I really can't see that coming from Plo Koon, but I could be wrong. Who fucking knows? Um, but but yeah, I mean, just who knows really when it comes to that. But
Right, and then
but I just really don't see how Luke would be like, yeah, you know what, you're right. We shouldn't encourage that when it's like, no, I saved my dad, and the Jedi back then were full of shit.
yeah, it's like, I mean, it just kind of like when I was watching, so like Grogu, you have a choice. I'm like thinking to myself, are you for fucking real? You save your dad at the end of Return of Jedi because of your attachment to him, and you're completely contradicting yourself to giving Grogu a choice. And I mean, I hope Grogu made the right choice. I do, but I guess we'll only find out until the next season of Mandalorian.
Right. I will say this. Now, again, I don't think it was right for them to do it, but I think they did it for two reasons. One, they probably couldn't figure out a way for or they probably couldn't find a way for Mandalorian season 3 to be good without Grogu, because
I think it could.
hold on. I gotta make this point. Because I'm sure that if they did it without Grogu, it wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have done as well, because let's face it, a lot of the people. I mean, maybe I'm blowing smoke up my ass, but it just seems like a lot of the population of Star Wars fans just watch The Mandalorian for Grogu. Like, I mean, maybe that's just mean. I don't know. Like I said, I could be blowing smoke up my ass, but it seems like that for some people. And that's one reason. The other reason is because in the comics, Ben Solo, Luke's nephew, was his first student. So that's two reasons. I think that's the I think that those are the two reasons why they had to, do that. But at the same time, they could have found a better way to do that.
Right. I mean, I completely agree. And it shouldn't matter who the first student is at the New Order. It shouldn't matter. Like, I mean, clearly, I mean, sometimes, every like even what Yoda said in, was it The Last Jedi or something about failure and stuff like that. I mean, if Luke would have failed with Grogu instead, then he would have a better understanding of where he failed at, where he could succeed. And
this is true. And not only
just hold on. I just want to say this real quick. And if Luke,
okay, go ahead.
And another thing, if Ben was Luke's first student, God, I lost my train of thought. God, I hate when that happens. Fuck, hold on. Because with Ben being his first student, God, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Fuck.
No, you're good. But I mean, I think I know where you're going with this, because this kind of leads me to my next point. Is, how much shit they've retconned lately? Because if you look at the Kanan comics from Marvel, Kanan Jarrah or Caleb Doom, as is his actual name, Caleb Doom and Jedi Master Depa Billaba and their clone squad not only were on a different planet and encountered General Grievous on, I think, Megiddo. I could be wrong about that, but either way, they were never on the planet in the first episode of the Bad Batch called Collar. Like they were never there in the comics, and not only that, but Depa Bilaba's lightsaber was green instead of blue. Commander Gray had red and white armor instead of green and white armor. He was a captain, not a commander, in the Bad Batch, and Order 66 happened on Collar with Depa Bilaba and Caleb Doom. So Caleb escaped from Collar instead of I forget what planet he escaped from in the comics, but all those changes, and then not only that, but in one of the Canon Vader comics, Mos Amida, Palpatine's right hand man, literally threw Yoda's lightsaber in the furnace. So how the fuck did Luke get it?
Right.
They completely.
It's just, even in episode 3, like after Yoda lost to Palpatine, he lost his lightsaber.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like where's all this stuff? They're like this. It's like how did Luke get the lightsaber and gave Grogu that choice? I mean, it's like, oh, you can either pick a lightsaber or the Beskar chainmail. Take your pick. It's like, dude, are you for fucking real?
I mean, at least he gave Grogu the choice instead of just choosing for him.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, what's the point? I mean, because you kind of know what's already, maybe not necessarily you already know what's going to happen, but it's like, it's just kind of pointless because that goes against what Luke learned.
Right. But I'll say this much about the show. I'm glad that Mando did not say, this is pod racing.
Oh, but that would have been funny.
Oh God, I would have been like, no. I
would have laughed my ass off if that would have happened.
Oh my God! But I mean, it was good. It was all right. I mean, there's some flaws I didn't like. I know I will have to watch Clone Wars and because of that one character. I just feel like that whole build up for it and the ending fight. I mean, it could have been so much longer and could have been better choreographed. Like I feel like that they could have had like a couple blaster fires, a couple fisticuffs, then the final and then a couple of words exchanged, but don't want to monologue too long, and then Bubba kills the guy.
Yeah, although a couple things, and I'm gonna do my best to word this properly so I don't spoil it. We got flashbacks of Boba Fett as a child watching his dad, Jango Fett, take off with Slave One on Kamino. Why the fuck did we not get Clone Wars flashbacks?
True.
Like, I could kind of see it being they didn't have enough room in the budget for that, but at the same time, I mean, what the fuck? You do the Operation Nightfall flashback for Grogu, but at the same time, it's like, maybe they had enough for just that scene.
Right.
So lack of Clone Wars flashbacks and for Boba and what's it called? The whole no attachments thing from Luke. And I will say this, I don't think that certain someone's dead because you kind of hear either a wheeze or some kind of buzz or ping or whatever. So I think the certain someone called a certain droid to come get him. And John, I'll let you know what that droid is so that later, so that I don't spoil it for James.
Right, right. So, on the topic of the Book of Fett,
I've been trying to like ignore all knowledge, but so far I might just watch it.
all right, yeah, go for it, dude.
So I can't remember what. So Mandalorian season 1, that's where Rogu met the. That was the end.
Yeah, that's when Grogu met the Mandalorian.
So season 2 was the one where he was placed in the rock.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I wasn't losing my shit. I thought I was like, wait a minute, wasn't that all in season 1? And I'm like, why the fuck are they talking about season 2? Because I actually watched The Mandalorian because it was actually pretty decent. I love the style of it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But sorry,
You're good. You're good. So, it's continuing the topic. Who is better, Boba or the Mando? Like being just being a kick-ass character. I mean, who do you think is better overall in what we've seen in everything from Star Wars media? I mean, from Attack of the Clones to Return of the Jedi, even include Book of Boba Fett, and of course season 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian. Which
And don't forget the Clone Wars, because Boba actually was in the Clone Wars.
okay, it's Clone Wars.
Honestly, I like both a lot, but I feel like out of the two, like, don't get me wrong, Boba has gotten more character development, and I am very happy about that. Although, I do have to say this, I feel like I think there was more character development with The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe there could be a couple things here and there that they could bring in for the Mandalorian, as far as say maybe his origins, because we don't know what planet he came from or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And and maybe and sorry, I'm kind of thinking about this as I'm talking. Like what I just thought of it, like maybe we could get another Clone Wars flashback with separatist droids. Um, like if Mando was to discover like what his home planet was, and then he just just got Vietnam flashbacks or something like that. It's just an idea. Um, but overall, I think between those two, Din Djarin has been fleshed out more. But that's just me.
Okay, Chris.
I'm gonna say the Book of Boba Fett. I had fun watching it. The only thing just the one small thing that bothered me was the mod gang. I think instead of driving those Vespa looking things, I think they would have been better off with like a speeder bike
Oh yeah.
of sorts. Because having it that shiny and clean looking on Tatooine, that doesn't really fit the aesthetic of everything else.
I will say this: it doesn't look realistic, but I don't mind the mods. I think they're fine. Like I don't have any kind of quarrel with them or anything like that. But I do see I mean, it's like you just said. Like if they would have had dirty speeder bikes instead of clean ones, then it would like if they would have at least given those speeder bikes like a shitload of sand and dirt weathering, it would have looked even better.
Yeah, and I think Din Djarin and Boba Fett, I think they're both equally matched, and it's clearly shown that they work really well together as a team. I do think that the Book of Boba Fett should have just mainly focused on Boba Fett, and then everything with the Mandalorian, with him getting his new starship and reuniting with Grogu. I felt like that could have been something that would have taken place right before season 3 of The Mandalorian, and like in between Book of Boba Fett and season 3 of Mandalorian. I feel like that could have been a special Star Wars 1 hour special of some kind, because Book of Boba Fett should have just been all about Boba Fett, and then when that's done, then we move back to getting ready to get into season 3 of The Mandalorian. But, that didn't happen. But the way it played out, it was kind of getting a little weird, but fun at the same time. And then at the end of Boba Fett, you see, okay, now it makes sense. And now we're heading off into season 3 of The Mandalorian. So it was kind of like a method to the madness, and it worked out. So I think if there's
Yeah,
going
I
to be a
agree.
season 2 of Boba Fett, if they do that, it'll mostly just focus on Boba Fett for sure. But I mean, like I said earlier, I enjoyed watching it still. It was fun. I had a good time. And honestly, I give it a 9 out of 10, just for the hell of it. So, and I think that's really all I got to say about Boba Fett.
As
James?
far as my rating goes, I'd probably give it a kind of torn between a 7.5 and an 8. So maybe a 7.75.
James, we didn't hear your opinion on Bubba or Mando.
I feel like that was like I have not seen Bobo, and I've been like trying not to listen because I might watch it. But I think Chris said most of the stuff. And I mean, it sounds good. I might actually sit down and watch it tonight. I got no work tomorrow, and my grandma will just bug me about something, so I'll probably watch it tomorrow.
Nice.
I mean, Mando, I've said a little bit. I mean, I liked it. I found it a little more interesting because I showed somebody a video of someone killing Baby Yoda just to piss him off because he wouldn't shut up about Baby Yoda. I like lore. Anything that has like nice juicy lore that can be interesting, I'll sit down and watch, and that's why I kind of like watch The Mandalorian.
Nice. All right, another discussion topic. Since I brought up Shozi Store earlier in the show, best online site to order figures. So, which sites do you think is the best?
Well, that depends on what kind of figures we're talking about. Are we talking about retail figures like Star Wars Black Series, the Vintage Collection, and Marvel Legends? Or are we talking about imports like Rebel Tech, Amazing Yamaguchi, Medicon Matex, or Bandai Tamashi's SH Figure Arts?
A little bit of both.
Okay, for me, best for imports that are not web exclusives, Ami. For web exclusives, I'd probably say Nin Game. For other stuff, I'd probably say either Dorkside Toys or maybe Big Bad Toy Store. But although nowadays, like I've hardly used Big Bad Toy Store. I mean, I did pre-order some of the new Black Series figures that are supposed to be coming out. But the thing is, they're already releasing, even though they're supposed to be releasing at the beginning of next year, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what the fuck's going on, and that kind of thing. But that's kind of my 2 cents on that. Amazon's good too, although probably not recently because I did, and I still need to sort this out. I may not even worry about it now. But I had this Amazon exclusive artillery stormtrooper on order, and they canceled it, and they didn't refund me. So, I mean, it's just like 20-ish bucks down the drain, but
I
still,
I would
it's
still
upsetting.
I would still try to report them for that. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're the only one, imagine how much money they got from like canceling like almost like 100 different orders. You know that's still fucked up. So I would look into doing something at least.
yeah, I probably should.
Yeah, I would recommend that strongly.
Yeah, but maybe I'll tackle that either this weekend or this coming week.
Chris, what about you?
What were we talking about?
Best online sites to order figures from.
Oh man, well, besides eBay, I mean, I always went with BigBadToyStore.com. I mean, anytime I ordered something from them, I never once had any problems, at all. Whether it was most of the time, it was always something with Transformers.
Right.
And they're actually based here in Wisconsin, believe it or not. So,
Really?
yeah, it's like, I don't know, like almost 4 hours up north from where I'm at.
Yep.
In northern Wisconsin. But big, Big Bad Toy Store, I've always done that. But I mean, past couple of years now, lately it's been eBay. But besides eBay, if it's something that's brand new and something you want to put a pre-order on, just go with Big Bad Toy Store. They're good with anything and with everything that they have. I would say, I mean, Entertainment Earth is also, it's basically just like another Big Bad Toy Store. But I would recommend Big Bad Toy Store. They've also got some pretty nice customer service too.
Nice. JJ, what about you? Even though I know you don't collect figures.
I mean, the only place I've been at recently is I told you about this. I'm actually gonna try to make custom Lego figures of How to Stupid.
Yeah, I did
So
tell me. Yeah.
Stop motion. So I'd say Lego, even though I'm really mad at them because they ignored my email asking if they had a Lego bucket that would fit over a character's head. So I'm gonna have to find some way of getting a mold to make that. And unfortunately, I do not have the program on my computer to make a thing to send someone that can 3D print it. But yeah, I like Legos. I used to be subscription to a Lego magazine. I forgot all
Nice.
about that. I forgot all about
Nice.
that subscription is probably being sent to that one house because it was being sent there after I moved, still, which was fucking hilarious. And we weren't sub to it anymore. I don't think so. Like, I don't know why they kept on sending it. Take our trash. Yeah, they were good. I mean, the only other websites I know have I mean, to be a smartass, Google could be a great website.
True.
Um, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've been doing pretty good when it comes to Transformers, Masterpiece and third party. I mean, you can find what you're looking for on eBay, but overall, I mean, I've been using Show Z Store. I think they are doing very good. I mean, every package I got from them, I know it takes a little while because they're overseas, so. But overall, I mean, I haven't had a bad experience with them yet, so that's a good thing. For like 1/12 scale, I mean, I guess Ninen's good. I mean, I was surprised Ami Ami was also really good too. On top of that, when I was tracking down Mayfix Ben Riley,
You're welcome.
yeah, thank you. But I mean, I think that'd be pretty it. I mean, of course, BBTS is always classic. You gotta around here. TF Source, they have their moments, but they kind of suck in a way. Yeah. So I don't know if anyone wants to do this last topic, but this could be a throwaway. It's up to you. It's up to anyone else. Since Doctor Strange was a topic, multiverse shit. Anyone want to talk multiverse or?
I have two choices here: to talk about the bullshit that I'm writing now, or to talk about Kirby. This is like I'm holding out my hands like I have both options and like I'm in a fucking menu.
Well,
what the fuck is my problem?
And the topic is a. I don't know if anyone wants to continue the show any further from here because we're almost up to 4 hours. But it's up there.
Well,
I mean, it's
I
up to.
kind of already do multiverse shit with my stories because like Star Wars, DC, and Marvel are obviously all different franchises, but I like to cross them over into one story and then have like a few others here and there. Like maybe I'll throw in some Fortnite, maybe I'll throw in some Disney Pixar movies like Wall-E here and there. Maybe I'll throw in some G.I. Joe, just little shit like that. But I mean, as far as like, canon multiverse go, I think the concept is really fucking cool. I mean, obviously, yeah, dangerous if you're in the universe, but so I think it's cool and intriguing. Also, think of it this way: what if there's another universe where we are fictional characters to okay, picture it this way. We have this universe where everyone is real, but characters like Anakin, Batman, Spider-Man, all of them are fictional. What if there was a universe where the fictional characters were real and writing stories about us as fictional characters?
I had a
That'd be a pretty boring story, to be honest, for me.
Mine would be like mine's like one of the characters did meth one day. That is probably like my book. It's like the meth child of some like Batman probably accidentally like one of the criminals fought like fucking poofed him with something. He was like, oh shit, and they started writing a book with my freaking ass in it. But I had a theory of that. Every conceivable thing that's ever been made up exists in a universe. This is the theory. Like it's a joke theory, I call it. Because it's fun to think about. Sometimes I've thought if I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but I'll sit there and think I'm like, I wonder what would happen if I went down that choice of road. There's probably a version of me that is an asshole that all the other like choices I ever made would still kick his ass. But now when it comes to my stories,
I mean, to piggyback off what you say, like it's like our lives are practically forks in a road, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like saying like let's say, take from my past experience, right? Let's say I never joined the armed forces, right? Where would I be? What would I be doing? Would I be a fat piece of shit?
Probably.
Would I still be would I be almost a 30-year-old virgin? Or something like that. Would I be a virgin still?
Would you be you're that one guy you were shitting on?
Yeah. Say if I became my worst. Say if I became my
asshole of the day.
Like let's say if I became a version of my uncle in a way, just younger. Or what if I ended up with the actual first girlfriend I had when I was in the service? What if she and I actually did get married? Or what if I was with this one girl who did pot all the time, and I just started doing more and more pot with her, and took a piss test, and I got kicked out of something, and it's like you think like every decision we make and everything branches off could be an alternate reality of some current timeline that you ourselves are living.
There's like a handful of them that are dead already. So
yeah, exactly. Or what if there's a reality where I never crashed into a retaining wall with my very first vehicle? I mean, I could still have that vehicle right now, and I could be like, or what if there's another reality where I didn't go overseas and deploy? I could either still be in right now paying off the vehicle I currently have, or I could have a different vehicle. You know, I mean,
Here's a
it's just
no-
the possibilities are endless when it comes to the topic of the multiverse. That's why I think the multiverse is one of those things that exists, because our lives could have radical consequences whatever decisions we make, and that could branch a reality.
and here's the double, like add another laying to the cake, if I will.
Mhm.
Now, let's say one of those realities are true. Who the fuck would be hosting this? There could be someone else taking your place right now.
Exactly.
Hell, I could
And
be
that's the-
taking your place.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I could be like Jimmy the Jack in the Box ass. I don't know, fucking ass. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
There is a whole, like, for greatest example is I had two names I was gonna pick: Jimmy the Jester or Jack in the Box James. Well, we
Mhm.
obviously see what choice I went with. But what happened if I went down that road? Would How to Stupid still be a thing as it is now? Would Buckethead be Buckethead? Would all my, like, creations, would somebody else be writing my comic? Or
Right.
again, the one other thing, is a little branching off, but I've told you this before, John. If you ever write something with a multiverse, you have endless possibilities.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Really do.
Yeah,
like-
the series, like the movie I've been working on, Convergence, for example. I mean,
Exactly.
that's two different realities converging into one, and then Continuum is the unwinding of that reality, but also fracturing and shattering different dimensions across the Transformers multiverse, and then eventually the Marvel multiverse, creating this whole different, like,
This shattered mirror.
yeah, like, you got Armada Optimus Prime and Armada Megatron coming into the Generation 1 universe. The movie Optimus and Megatron coming into the Generation 1, like all these different Transformers coming into one reality. All these different Marvel characters coming in from one reality, like, say, Captain Carter, Hydra Stomper, another alternate reality version of Thanos from a different alternate reality, a different alternate reality of Ultron. I mean, it's just or different alternate reality of Tony Stark himself, or Captain America. It's just, these different layers and different concepts when it comes to creating just this expanded universe that you yourself, either you feel like you are experiencing real life, or you're creating yourself.
Like, onto that, like, I've told you, John, a little bit about one of my universes, Nightmare Universe. Inside Nightmare Universe, there's infinite reality. Some characters exist infinitely, some characters don't.
Mhm.
Well, since there's infinite realities, I thought about making this series where I call it James Formanac's Doomsday Realities, where these are the realities that don't make it, since there's infinite of them.
Mhm.
Like, there's like a whole, like, there's a joke where I was playing D&D. There was a joke. So one reality is the D&D session. Another reality is playing that reality, and every time they reset the board, that reality gets reset to whatever D&D game they're playing.
Mhm.
Which kind of is confusing, but at the same time, it's like fucking, like, because that's literally how it works.
Yep.
Like what he said, someone could be writing us, which I please, like, be a little bit more gentle to me. Because what's worse is that I write comics, and I am so, like, some of my characters, if they were alive right now, I would not be in this call. I would be a puddle somewhere on the ground. Because there's some characters I've made their life a living hell. But, like, the multiverse is one of my favorite ever things, especially when it has, like, a long story in it already.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if any of you know this, COD Zombies actually have a very long zombie universe. For right now, I'm kind of pissed off at them because they keep on fucking up. But, I mean, some of the story is getting decenter. The gameplay isn't, but that's why I didn't bought the new game.
Mhm.
Because I'm mad at them. But, and
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm lost. You're mad at who now?
the Activision mainly.
Gotcha.
They kind of, like, fucked up the zombie, because I stopped caring about the regular gameplay.
and it just became about zombies. It's the sole reason why I even care about the series anymore. And the moment they completely fuck that up, they're gonna lose like a shit ton of people.
Oh yeah.
Because zombies is something cool. It was like having a story like that with zombies, like a space-time continuum zombies. That's one of the reasons I fucking loved Marvel Zombies. It's like I'm like, wait, what? Because at first I've always heard about it, and then I was like, all right, I gotta fucking find this comic. I've digged a lot of digging, and I found it, and I read the entire thing, and I fucking loved it. I mean, like the multiverse is such a cool thing to play with, and yeah, it's probably I feel like after this it might get overused, which for someone like us or that have wrote a story in the multiverse so many times, and when people use it, it's gonna get a little upsetting, but that's fine.
It'll be all right.
It'll just die
People
down.
will get over it.
I mean, because like I've made what 18 different stories, still probably counting because that was the last time I counted, and that was about 3 years ago. Over 250 characters.
Right.
Don't that's a lot. Don't ask. And I so far am still writing comics. I'm still writing up volumes right now. I need to get one thing done. That's why I set a stopping point. So when I die, someone else, there's a certain point that I haven't written past, like a good ending.
Mm-hmm.
So when I die, if I because usually I predict that I'm gonna be in my 80s before I get into that. Before I get there,
Mhm.
you know what? I could be in my 50s and still get there. But all right, I'll write a little bit more. But I've left myself so much room, so I can just kind of do whatever
Mhm.
and make a decent story. But when I die, I'm going to have this massive Easter egg hunt set up. So, Siri, I did not fucking say your name at all in that sentence.
Fuck Siri.
I know. And Cortana, but I probably should. Nope. Okay, it didn't activate on my computer. Good. I was terrified about that. I've set it up to when after I die, whoever solves the Easter egg will think close enough to me that it makes them trustworthy to not sell it off to a big company, because it's one of the things I don't want to do, because I don't want to see the fucking rat in the sewers fucking like, nah, too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. These plot points that I've put there for reasons that actually make it more meaningful to rip that out.
Huh.
And so I'm sticking to my own person.
Yeah,
think
pretty
that-
much how like you don't want the same thing that that happened to George Lucas happened to you.
However, I think about in the future that because one of the series would work better as a show because it's simple but complex, but simple enough to actually be a TV show. And who so far the only people I would actually look to help for is Netflix, because they, according to some of the rules, it can be a violent, not too violent, but it's violent enough that it actually will let me write what I want.
Hmm.
But those are the only two people. So if I actually have a series, it would probably be with Netflix.
Nice. Awesome. Chris, you've been quiet this entire time. You all right?
Yeah, I'm getting tired. Can we wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm getting there myself.
I was about to fall asleep when you were talking about Boba Fett. Not gonna lie.
My left eye is starting to burn, so yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
are getting
We'll
kind of
wrap it up, folks.
All right. Well, anyways, let's say thanks to our guest Jack and Black James. Thank you for being on the show with us. It's been a undying pleasure because we talked a lot about a lot of shit. I'd like to also say thanks to my co-hosts. You guys are the blood. You guys are the blood of the show, as we all are every time when we. And when one of us is the heart, you guys are the blood. But then again, we always switch over and over again. Someone else becomes the heart, and the rest of us become the blood. But also thanks to our technical supervisor Dan. He's always quiet. And from all of us here at the F Team Podcast, thanks for listening. Have a good one, and we'll see you next month.
Bye bye.